Yo, 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 what's up now? Hey, y'all come on in, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. So another Wednesday to get it off your chest segment. This is the get it out. This is the first get it off your chest of the official and can we say football season. Let's get it off our chest right now. Going into tomorrow, which will be the first preseason game. Next week, I'll come back with Go Talk, get it off your chest. Black Cat Panther after dark. Hey, man, we getting ready to go full out again. It's football time. So go ahead, wipe your feet off, ring the bell, and don't bring that bullshit off in here. Let's get it. Relaxing, talking sports. Rocky Two Flavor. Y'all keep coming on in, man. I see you out there. Let's talk about it. Let's get one up in here already. Let's get it in. Hey, get it off your chest Wednesday. Y'all know the format. Y'all know how this thing go. We gonna talk about things that kind of disturb us right now at this point. When you get into the season, things that you seen on Sunday that they did Monday, press conferences, that things that's not sitting well with you. Get it off your chest. Let's talk about it. Things that hey, if you're so happy and ecstatic, get that on off your chest. Let's talk about it. But I'ma need you to wipe your feet off. Hit that's that thumb button, that light. Wipe it down. Then ring that bell if you ain't subscribed, man. We on the way to 3K. We on the way. Right there. Y'all help us push on over the goal line right here before the season start, y'all. Let's get it, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, Anthony Brown, I see you, man. Y'all step on up in here, man. Y'all check on in, man. Check on in. Let's get it. Hey, here it is. One of the first things. Seen this Oline. A lot of nicks and bruises. Shoulders being hurt, knees not working right, kind of things like that. You know, uh, ACL boy getting blowed up at that. I'm gonna call it a blue versus white game over there in other week. Y'all hold on. I heard my damn what you call it go off. It ain't went off all day, but hold on. 1 minute. We make a reconnect. I hope y'all hear me out there. Check 1 2 1 2. Make sure y'all hear me. Oh, Kitty in the house. Rockin' blue. Hey, I see you, boy. I see you. I see you. Hey, if y'all hear me loud and clear again, y'all let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something. Somebody tell me something. But anyway, check it out. I'm gonna call it a glorified blue and white game over there in Clemson, right? Okay, I got a lot of disturbing news. King JP, I appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that y'all hear me. I got a lot of disturbing news, man, on this O-line. Now, this was the thing that we were supposed to have fixed. You sent Bradley Bozeman, you sent him packing. You told Austin Corbett, move your ass. Red Swarm, I see you. Move your ass to center. Y'all know how I felt about that because I felt as though we should have drafted a center. Hey, Rock and Blue, I see you, man. Greatest boys on YouTube, fresh back from the Hall of Fame. I see you, boy. What you went and go see JP get inducted? And man, we appreciate that $5, man. Hey, Rock and Blue, I tell you what, man. When I drop the link, man, come on up, man, and tell us how. I need to take that homage to Mecca down there to Canton to see the bus and stuff like that, and maybe to get to the Hall of Fame game and see them boys put them jackets on and stuff like that. That's one thing I need to go ahead and mark off my list. That's one thing I need to mark off my list. Hey, that's a good one right there, buddy. That's a good one. Logic, let's get it. Hey man, I see you, man. Y'all come on in, man. Y'all keep coming on in. But anyway, the glorified blue and white game, okay, on this old line, who everybody now let's bring this thing into perspective. This unit here is an expensive unit. And this expensive unit that I'm not gonna make this get it off your chest about Dan Morgan. I done that. I said as a GM, I don't think he qualified. Not to do the job that a 2-15 team needs to be done. We needed to experience Howie Roseman. We needed a Ozzie Newsome. We needed a grandfather, old, you know what I'm saying, cat that's done seen it, been there, done it, to come in here and fix this thing and tell our owner to go sit down and let me work. We needed somebody with balls and cachet and all of that to come in here. We don't need no rookies, no green, no nothing. We need football people that's respected, that command rooms when they walk in there. At 2-15, that's what we need. Nothing less. I don't need nobody first time doing nothing. I need experience on top of experience. Guys that cut, hey man, cut the deal, yo, we gonna do it like we need a Godfather type motherfucker in that room when in the draft room, in the war room, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that people, if you want the deal, I give you 7 1s and all that. That scared them up, you know what I'm saying? Nick, that just said, but thank you, just smoking that cigar, just yeah, go ahead and do that for me, type person. That's what we need at 2-15 to get the job done around here, to make that leap what we need to get to for us to be in 2 years or whatever to be competing for chips and uh, consecutive playoff runs and things like that. But we don't have that, so we work with what we got. But anyway, you didn't finish the job on this O line. Then in the glorified scrimmage game, people got blowed up last week. And not enough people are talking about this. You know why? Because they're scared. They are scared to talk about this because they're saying, oh man, we the best thing. We went and fixed this O-line. Ah, disappointment and reality is going to end up, you know, showing its ugly face come tomorrow. Let's say it like that. So, Derek Brown blowed up Taylor Moton. He blowed up a lot of guys over there. Jadeveon Clowney, who we touched on a little bit yesterday, who has his career of 10 years has not been called anybody's sack getter or a disruptor in anybody's backfield, a run stuffer at best. Canales got on the podium and said that we couldn't get anything done against our defense while that guy was on the field. We couldn't throw deep balls while the defense was in pretty much bend don't break uh to take shots down the field. Now mind you, this is a team who last year whose longest boom play, chunk yard play was about 28 yards last year. If you don't believe me, look it up. I know some of you are going to look it up. Look it up. I ain't looking up shit because I know. 28 yards to Adam Thielen. Okay? That was the longest chunk play. So, hey, it is what it is. Now, Taylor Moton was is our concrete offensive line. Go to, steadfast. Austin Corbett, when he was a guard, was steadfast. Before the knee, ACL, MCL, once anybody know if you have a tear, what they do with a tear is they cut out the torn part because you can't sew that muscle back together. You can't, it don't, when it tears like that, it does not heal. Go look it up. I'm not going to give you Dr. Science Medical A11 S121 today. I'm not going to do that. You cut that, it's just like having a fillet of fish or something like that. You cut that part out right there, you trim that piece till it's tear back till it's good muscle, and boom, you have a hole in your ass. You understand what I'm saying? I have one right here in my shoulder. I don't know if y'all can see that scar right there, but I have one right there. That's called a torn rotator cuff. Come from playing football. It's not right. I can't reach all the way up and you know what I'm saying, do that. I never will be able to do it because that muscle is not there where it clicks it over. It's gone, people. It will not grow back. It can't come back. You understand what I'm saying? So when they say ACL, MCLs and come back, you have outliers that come back like Adrian Peterson and this one and that one that come back and just be like, whoa, at a record breaking time and you know, just all that. You have outliers. They'll be like, but you're gonna be 20%, 30% or whatever. Something you ain't gonna be able to do it like you used to do it. You just can't. So that center position, I have a lot of things that I think what happened to Bradley Bozeman and Bryce Young did not click. I have a lot of reasons why Austin Corbett is playing center and never played center before. One is because of contract, and one is because he's a little smaller than Bozeman. But we get into that later. I see old Dub Q came in the building. What's going on with you, Q?
What's going on? What's going on? How everything sound? Y'all all
Yeah,
right
you
today?
sound good. I got to get my stuff back again. I don't know what's
Man,
going.
I'm gonna
But
tell
go,
you right
hey,
now
hey,
though. I'm a little upset by a couple of these videos that I'm starting to see surface out here about this offensive line. It's really starting to get on my nerves, man. It's starting to get me there because we went and got all this stuff done, spent all this money on this offensive line, and you get the interior shell supposedly together. But then I'm seeing videos of Austin Corbett getting beat by Ashawn Robinson, who's not even a
Yes,
pass
sir.
rusher. He's a run
That is,
stuffer.
that's what I was telling them earlier. Guys who are not proverbial pass rushers are getting in the backfield on this $155 million line. $355 million in total that was spent on this team in the offseason for free agents.
Yeah, yeah. I got a
It,
problem with that, Goat. I got
I
a
know,
major
I know.
problem with that because
You should.
all I
You
kept
should.
hearing was the offensive line. The offensive line is going to be rebuilt. The offensive line is going to be remade. Every time somebody mentions something, the offensive line was the reason for this. I'm watching Taylor Moton get his ass beat as well. Now, be mindful, if it was Ike Ekwonu, everybody in Pantherland would have jumped all over his ass. You know what I'm saying? But because
Yes, sir.
everybody likes Taylor Moton, they don't say a damn word about it. Didn't say a damn
Now,
word.
have you ever heard that Taylor Moton has a little arthritis in his knee?
I don't give a goddamn what he had that day when he got beat, Go.
Some days, when you have a little arthritis, you know what I'm saying? That thing, it's called and I know people may notice it's called a flare up, Q. It's called a flare up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Look,
Inflammation.
that
That's what he got
bone
going on.
information, a little flare up. Sometimes that bone on bone, you don't have enough cartilage in there, and it kind of hurts your mobility. Now, could you blame that on a flare up day? Could that be a flare up day?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Go. I don't give a goddamn if it was a flare up day, a day to go to the library, a day to take the kids out to eat food. At the end of the goddamn day, his number one job was to get out here and protect. And I saw Derek Brown put multiple moves on this young man and blew past him. Just last week, Jadeveon Clowney out there looking like Nick Bosa against Taylor Moton and the crew.
Hey,
Now,
hey, hey, hold up, Q. You see what
yes,
Kitty
sir.
Kitty got up there? She said castor oil pack and ibuprofen. Kitty, I live on ibuprofen. When you get by, you know what I'm saying? I live on the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I can feel Taylor Moton if he have a flare up day with his rack. You have ragged ass knees, Q, when you have played as much football as that man had. You have a
I don't
flare
give
up
a
day,
damn,
buddy.
Go. At 31 years old, I don't give a goddamn. I don't want to hear that shit at 30. I'm 33. So
Uh huh.
come on, Go. Ain't no way in hell this man knees got you got the oil up his knees before he gets started in practice. I don't want to hear that shit this year. There's no
Okay.
excuses, right?
No
Hashtag
excuses.
no
No excuses.
excuses.
Okay, okay. You got that one. You got that one. I can live with
I'm
that.
tired
Okay,
of
no
this
excuses.
shit.
No
So
excuses.
now be mindful. Last year it was Ike Ekwonu was the fucking problem. They jumped all over his ass. Now they say Bradley Bozeman was the problem. That was him.
Yeah,
Ike Ekwonu was the two problems last year, and we couldn't get a guard. Them boys didn't care about guard play last year. They just said them two
no, no,
guys
no,
is
no.
the major problem.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
this year, now Taylor Moton getting his ass beat at camp. I ain't had not one motherfucker come up here and talk about how bad he be playing. Nobody say. All they say is that Davion Clowney is looking good at camp. Nobody talk about how bad Taylor Moton looking.
It's got to be
Nobody
one or the
talking
other,
about
no.
Austin Corbett getting his ass beat in practice.
If
Now
the
they gonna say,
defense is
well, it's
looking
just
good,
practice.
somebody in the offense got to be looking bad. If you can't get a damn 30, 40-yard pass off because you saying the offense, I mean the defense is in a prevent and you can't, and they won't let you go over the top. What that mean? You can't get over the top. It ain't that they won't let you. You can't get there. Don't fall
Yeah,
for that bullshit, people. Don't fall for that double talk shit. Don't do it.
yeah.
You can't get there. Q, we had a 28-yard pass was our longest pass from scrimmage last year.
Mm-hmm.
Longest. Even in the God, uh, everybody came down from heaven Green Bay game when the gods opened up the heavens and let us play the Green Bay game that we lost.
Hold on,
Understand?
hold on. We got a super chat. Go. We got a super chat. Now, shout out to Rocky Two Flavors. He said maybe the defense is better than what we was. And shout out to Mr. Hunky Dory. He said 62 sacks last year, Lord. This year to be 82. Good God.
Mr. Honky Dory, I hope not. Lord God knows I hope not. I really hope that this line is better than it was last year. And I will give you guys and think about it. Think about it. Chandler Savala drafted his damn self. Let's don't forget that. Chandler Savala drafted his damn self to the Carolina Panthers. Y'all seen it just as well as I seen it. He texted Scott Fitterer on draft night. Say, don't forget about me, homie. Don't forget about me, bro. He drafted his own damn self. Okay? Then you had K. Mays, Nash Jensen, glorified backup, knowing good and damn well they were not supposed to see the field as much as they did last year because Austin Corbett couldn't get his knees right. Talk about castor oil and ibuprofen all year long. He brings his muck ass back, which he didn't have to rush back, play 4 games, and get hurt again. But he's supposed to be a staple to this offensive line this year right here. Okay, hold on. I'm not finished. Every time you seen Cade Mays get up there, his neck hurt, his finger hurt. He got hurt in every damn game he played in. We had Throckmorton. They got his ass up out of here so fast because he was a turnstile. Did he get his black uniform? Did he get his black uniform, Q?
I don't think he
Did,
did. I don't think he
he
made it.
got the fuck out of here so goddamn fast. He didn't even get to wear the black uniform. And Mata didn't even get to wear the color rush. But we ain't talking about that neither. And I think they had one more motherfucker. Hell, I don't even remember his name. He ain't even worth mentioning. But that's what you had at guard last year. It's got to be better, Q. It's got to be better than that.
But go.
Do you understand?
They said after we went and spent all this money on the line this year, they said that number one, you fix the interior of your shell. What's the first thing we said? We said Austin Corbett is going to be the Achilles heel. Now I'm watching him. I mean, Atron Robinson put such a damn good move on him. He didn't even see him coming. Didn't see him coming, cuz. Nothing he could do. And I and I'm gonna tell you right now, Ashawn Robinson is a journeyman. And you saw him grunting against
Yes,
Brady Christensen, and now all of a sudden he blowing
Brady
by
Christian.
Austin Corbett. God damn, we in trouble.
Who, who they say Brady Christian is not that strong in the first place, Q. They say Brady
Eh,
Christensen is not that strong in the first place. You understand what I'm
That's what they
saying?
say.
That's
That's what
why
they say.
short arms and was weak. That's why he is not the starting tackle. That's why we had to go get Icky. He's not that strong in the first place. Now then you got Ashawn Robinson. I know some people are liking Ashawn, but he is getting blown up. He is blowing. Ashawn is blowing Corbett up.
And I know a lot of people are saying, well, if that's the case, that means your defense got better. No, that's just how bad your offensive line playing right now, cuz that's what it
Exactly.
is. So you got to find a way to fix this mess that you're in because you're in turmoil. If your offensive line, if you sitting here right before camp and you seeing your boys being dominated, like I said, Taylor Moton got dominated, Austin Corbett got dominated, and I'm watching this on multiple different videos. It's like 10 different videos out of these boys just getting beat.
Hmm.
Camp videos. These boys got them this year. The coverage is out there. Shout out to two fans in the stands, man. They got the coverage out there just about every day on the camp and what's going on in these practices. So all I'm telling you guys is make sure before you take your time to say these guys gonna be bona fide stars, make sure you understand what you're talking about before you get out here.
Yeah.
Because all I've been hearing
We,
was this offensive line, this offensive line. And guess what?
yeah.
I hope practice makes perfect. I hope they can get it right through practice and not go out there that game and look the same way.
Well, then people got this is Get Off Your Chest Wednesday, and people got a lot to say about guys who are not playing, us needing live game reps. So if we're doing that in a glorified blue and white scrimmage, and now we're gonna carry our ass up there to New England, and people are gonna sit on that sideline with Carolina Panther sweatpants on and hoodies and chew bubble gum and spit out sunflower seeds like they Pro Bowlers. What do you think about that?
Well, it telling me that maybe we shouldn't have spent some of that money in the damn offseason we spent if these boys gonna come out here and look average. And then a lot of them getting hurt. They're telling me we probably didn't have to spend all that damn money. Could have saved yourself a little bit of time and effort. But okay, I'm just saying. What's up, Pop?
What are you? What's going on? What's going on?
Man, nothing
Man,
much trying to make it,
we
man. Give us your thoughts. How you feeling?
Man, I agree with what y'all. I mean, man, to that clip with Sean, all that confidence and positivity that I was hearing from the head coach, I can see why he got up there the other day and was a little short-sighted of himself. Because you seen the tape that we seen, or seen the clips we seen, man, that's embarrassing. I mean, Austin Corey's been taking his good old time to get healthy, which you should. But then you get up there and talk so confidently about what you can do. Y'all always been a backup emergency center. That's exactly what you are, an emergency. You've been on the emergency table, emergency center. You're gonna be in trouble. If Ashawn Robinson is doing you like that, man, listen. I ain't. If that was a real game and our defense was going against Bryce, they would have to pick Bryce up in pieces because he had Derrick Brown on his right side and Ashawn Robinson on the other, and they would just fold him up like a lawn chair. It'd have been over for him. In the season, I'm
yeah.
telling you, it was bad. It's bad, y'all.
That's why now people wanna discontinue or discredit preseason reps.
Thank
But
you.
you get your ass out here in training camp. Oh my God. Boy, did you see such and such and such and such dynamic duo, 9 to 5. Y'all don't hear all that shit, right? 9 to 5. Bryce to Johnson, 9 to 5, right? In a fucking practice where you can't touch nobody. Where the nigga got on a black shirt, red shirt, green shirt, whatever, meaning you cannot touch that quarterback. He can sit there all day till that boy get open, look around, do triple check down if he want to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not game situation, people. Take as much as you want to out of camp. I'm not being negative, but it is what it is. That's true facts. You around here jumping up and down about camp, but you
That's
want to disregard the preseason.
you
I
got to
just don't understand it.
you got to get live reps. Yesterday when we talked about it, we was not just talking about Bryce Young, guys. This O line has some issues, and the only way you fix it is to go out there and get live reps against other teams to see where you can fix it, or maybe to see if somebody needs to be moved.
Ooh, pop, moving. Oh, you in the 12th hour now.
Oh
You
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
moving something down about it.
Well, hey, look, hey, well, they ain't gotta move nobody. I don't want to hear nobody complain against nothing when we go against against our division team, the Saints, our division enemies, first game of the season. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't say nothing because they could have went ahead and got started right away. You against the curve. You against the curve. You don't have an advantage.
Now,
You got to take advantage.
as I said yesterday, I kind of the talk. If you read the tea leaves and you listen to the talk that was coming out, I said, "Damn, man." I ain't say nothing. I was quiet. I was laying in the cut, just listening, listening to some other YouTubers, listening to like Locked On Panthers. Good, not Good Morning Football. I don't know why I talk about good. I mean, the other stuff coming out the Panther camp. Now this is the Panther camp. The Panther apps, their live news, some of their insiders, the David Newton and the Scott Fowlers and all these guys and the Carolina Blitzes and like, man, it don't seem like that boy ain't playing come Thursday night. I said, well, why in the hell would they do that? Then okay, I said, well, you don't want your guy to get hurt the first preseason game. But if you got to put bubble wrap around this month, right? You understand what I'm saying? Somebody's not confident in something, meaning the offensive line or either that person. Why are you trying to hide something right now, August the 8th? What are we doing?
Mm.
What are we doing, Pop?
I don't know, cause all that cheerful and excitement and positivity kind of looked different the other day. I ain't see all that
Mm.
from Canales last press conference. I didn't.
Ooh, come on, that's your guy now. I know you're not talking about your guy.
Hey,
That's your guy.
I like Canales, but I mean he's
Oh
still
boy,
gonna
here we go.
he's still yeah, y'all know that's my saying. I like Canales, but he gonna still have to go against adversity. And I get it. You're right. It is politics. It's definitely politics. You don't want your number one uh uh point guard out there looking terrible in front of everybody, because then they'll really be after you. But you might as well try to get it right early before it's too late. And too late start means game one.
You know what though, Pop? You know what the crazy thing? What I'm worried about? I'm
It ain't
worried
just
about
him.
a
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm worried about a coup happening, Pop.
Ooh. Explain to the people what that means for those who slow in the back.
What it means is what we're gonna have is an uproar from the Panther fans in a while because I'm gonna tell you what. Say Jake Plummer comes out in this preseason and he does himself a justice and looks absolutely good in this system. And
Woo!
you got whoo, let me tell you something. Because everybody wants to see Canales' system first of all, and then they want to see how well these quarterbacks take to it. If he comes out and look good in the system, but Bryce come out and look bad in the system, you got something on your hands right there, bro. Because the fan base is gonna be on fire. And that's something he's been trying to do, seem like, which is hide Bryce Young. It seems like Canales is trying to hide him as much as he could. So it's gonna cause the fan rift. It's gonna cause a rift in the fan base, bro. I hope you know that. They
Uh,
already
Now,
trying to
now,
turn on
now,
Bryce Young as it is.
now, hold up, Q. Hold your black ass up 1 second. And you talking about a rift in the fan base, no excuses and all that. Now,
Yeah, yeah,
I had that's the wave now that I'm getting now. And
yeah,
everybody jumped on me. Everybody said, you're too negative on it, this and that. Already people is grabbing a fucking lifeboat. You're
yeah,
grabbing a
yeah,
damn lifeboat now. I see you looking over the side and looking at the lifeboat. I want to sit right here. I want to sit right there. Don't forget about me when that motherfucker drop. You understand what I'm saying? You're grabbing lifeboats now.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
even
yeah,
hear some of the national media people that have been, this offensive line is terrible. Oh, Frank ain't shit. Frank ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? The vanilla, the playbook, Thomas Brown, everybody, the equipment manager didn't tie his shoes right. Every fucking excuse in the book. Now you're saying no excuses. It's on him. You're grabbing a
yeah,
lifeboat.
yeah. What's
Somebody
up,
talk
Key?
to me.
Where you been, baby? Where you been?
Yes, sir. Demetrius.
oh
Miss
man.
Kitty,
Long
what's going lady.
Where you been hiding at, cuz?
Oh,
See, the
Miss Kitty,
Panther
Miss
fans
Kitty,
are it's starting to come out the woodworks. You haven't seen them at Moss. Shout out to D.
Miss Kitty fell, and there go crazy ass Ronnie.
Why he crazy, man? Ronnie got an opinion, man. Talk to me, Ronnie.
I'm
There go
shaking my
crazy
head.
ass
I'm just
Ronnie.
shaking my head. I'm listening, man. I'm just shaking my head right now, cause
Talk to us, Ronnie, man. What's going
y'all
on?
worry so much, bro. It's like y'all. I understand though. Like when you're not used to seeing progress, I understand you worry. You
There
know
you go.
you expect the worst because that's what you're used to seeing. But I'm telling you, the reason why Frank didn't work because Frank is not a young-minded coach. Frank is not
Okay,
a youthful coach. You need
okay,
a youthful coach. This generation don't require us to be hard as hell on them. Like they operate differently. So when you hear Bryce praising Canales, he's not praising him because of his system. He's praising him because he's allowing him to be the kind of quarterback he needs to be for them to win. Now, if they don't get the results that they expecting, I expect to get my head beat in for everything I just said. But I truly believe that Canales is a different type of coach and Bryce is a different type of quarterback.
hey, Ronnie. Now, so what you telling me is to you got to be a youthful coach last year to come in here and win games. To come in here, hey guys, I love you. Rainbow sunshine, Lucky Charms, Blue Diamonds, and Clovers. Right? That's what you got to do.
I'm saying the type of quarterback that Bryce is. We already say he's soft. We already
Uh,
say he don't got no dog in him. He don't show it, but it's there because everybody that's on that team has said that he has leadership qualities. The only people that's saying it is the fans.
well,
Everybody
let me
else
tell
Well,
you.
has
how
jumped
he
on
got it,
board.
but he don't show it.
Let me let,
Well,
let me
you
let me tell you, Ronnie.
go ahead,
Andy
D. I'm
Reid,
listening.
Andy Reid, 60 or 70 some years old. What did he just do last year? Host
You
the
say
Lombardi, right? Andy Reid, he's 60 or 70 some years old, right? He just hosted the Lombardi. Mike Tomlin never had a motherfucking losing season. Mike Tomlin about 50, 60 some years old.
so you talking
Hosted
about age.
Lombardi.
You talking
I'm
about
talking
age.
no, you just
I'm
said
talking about
young coaches.
mentality.
You just
I'm talking about
you just said
mentality.
young coaches now.
I'm
John
talking about
Harbaugh.
mentality. You can have a
John,
youthful mentality. I'm 43 years old, and I don't sound like I'm 43. You can have
John
a youthful
Harbaugh.
mentality.
John Harbaugh plays a style that people say will not work with Lamar. And that's a new style right there. John Harbaugh got to be 50, 60 years old. Don't come with that young coach bullshit to me, bruh. I don't want to hear it. When the
When
West of
you,
them is out there
I say this,
winning.
I make this point, and I'm through with it. When you would listen to Frank Reich's talk at the press conference, he sounded like he was already on the peak of dementia. Now you want to
Yeah.
say that he youthful? Frank Reich is never youthful. He was never youthful. He never seemed like he related to Bryce. Not 1 week. I don't care how good he talked about Bryce. There never was a connection with them as far as mentally, as far as understanding what you expect from me, and we see eye to eye. We on the same page on the field and off. There was no relatability at all with that entire.
So why did he take a quarterback that he couldn't relate with?
He didn't have
Or
he
what?
didn't
Why?
have no choice. You think Frank picked that quarterback?
No. Why did he go along with the pick?
Why do people that's hired for jobs go along with everything that the company wants them to go along with? He a company man. That's why he got fired from the last when he was with the Colts. He's a company man. Frank Wright is a company man. He ain't gonna take no risks. He ain't gonna do no more than what he able to do. And he ain't gonna push the limit on nothing. And that's why we got the results we got, because Frank didn't push the limits. Frank didn't open the playbook up. Now you can say it's Bryce all day that didn't open up the playbook. But I think Bryce was going along with what was in front of him. He know how to operate an offense. We didn't have no problem with Bryce operating the offense. We had a problem with Bryce execution. That was the issue.
Ronnie, you can't argue with them, man. You can't.
I know you be trying to get them to see, but you can't argue with them. You just gonna have to let them watch and let Bryce prove to them that he deserved to be drafted #1 overall. You just gotta let go and let Q and let Poppin. You just gotta let them see for themselves, man. I believe you. I believe what you say. And I think that Bryce gonna be here for all 5 years. He was the first round draft pick. They're gonna pick up his 5th year, and I hope that he here all 5 years, Ronnie.
I say the same thing, man.
Did he just come up in
Red,
here and gaslight him?
Hey, Kitty. Hey, Miss Kitty.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get him. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, cause I know y'all waiting to get it. I know y'all getting ready to get it. I know y'all ain't gonna let him get away with that. I just know it.
I'm with you, Ronnie. I'm with you.
I just know it.
My thing is how we give up Brian Burns and let Lubu walk for nothing, and then we go spend 155 million on this offense, and we got one of them already is not going to play. Jonathan Brooks was drafted with an ACL injury, and then you got when they pad up for 11 versus 11, our defense is tearing up this new offense.
You
There you
right,
go.
Mofo.
There you go. That in a
JP,
nutshell.
what's up, bro?
In a nutshell, Kitty. That's what it is. That's what it is. This defense, this new look defense, who should not be, I don't think as good as last year's defense at all. We had too many great pieces that walked out the door that y'all gonna tell me that this defense this year is better than last year's defense. Ain't no way.
Go. I
Now
think I
it's
think
eating up.
Poppin and Q. I think Poppin and Q went on mute and stepped away for a minute, man.
They
Cause
may have. They may have.
cause I know good and damn well they ain't slam dunk that alley. I know damn
No,
well they ain't slam dunk that alley.
no, not at all. Not at
Not
all.
them two. Shit.
No. But
But they'll be
Red,
back. They'll be back though.
Red, I know you're trolling. Miss Kitty, you just knocked that Ronnie,
I'm still here. I ain't went
Ronnie, I'm
nowhere.
wait, poor little Ronnie. I'm Ronnie, I don't want you to be on suicide watch or anything like that about week 8,
Oh,
buddy.
man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Cause one thing you do, you are serious in your belief now.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I'm
Go.
dead serious.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused who the trophy belonged to. I mean, nobody has ever said what I heard G Baby say out his own mouth. G Baby said somebody asked G Baby what has Bryce Young done for you. Now, Ronnie, I know you. I know you. Like you say, give him time and you support Bryce. But I ain't never heard you say that Bryce has done everything for me. I ain't never heard you say that, Ronnie.
Why would I say that in 1 year, bro? Like
Ronnie G
it's a
baby,
maturation process with everything, bro. It's a
but
process with everything. If you
Ronnie G
expect,
baby said it. So G baby has the crown. Until you say something like that, you can't take the crown from G baby.
I'm riding with Bryce, bro. I already said that. I'm
I know
riding
I
with
heard
Bryce
you
the
say.
whole way.
I heard you say you in the front seat with him. Y'all rolling. I heard you say all that, Ronnie. But you still hadn't said he done everything for
He
you though.
hadn't won anything. How can you measure a quarterback based on not winning? Like he hadn't
All
won
right.
anything. The team
All
hadn't
right.
won anything.
That's
So
why I
how can
listen
we
to you
even?
because
How we can we base
Ronnie,
Bryce? Go
hey,
Ronnie.
ahead.
you
Go
give
ahead.
support. You give
That
support
Well,
for the
how could you
stuff you
cast
hold
your
say too,
vote
Ronnie.
into this cat knowing that too,
the
though?
measurement,
That don't
the
mean I don't
measurements
support
is
him. That don't
winning.
mean
The me- but I thought the measurements is winning. I thought that was the measurement.
he's a winner.
Winning.
He's a winner. He's just not winning right now.
So,
That's
Ronnie,
what I'm saying.
I do want to ask you this one question
Okay.
because I heard you say something last night when you was on with Q and them, and you said that depending on what he do this year, well, basically what I heard you say was he get 3 years with you either way, this year and
Right.
next year.
Right.
So let me ask you this: what I have heard you say, and normally what I hear
the supporters of Bryce Young say is he didn't have good coaching last year.
Nope.
His offensive line was trash,
Right.
and he didn't have no receivers to throw the ball to.
Yeah, receivers, but I don't think they were effective in Frank Reich's scheme.
So let me ask you this: did he get all of that this offseason?
He got everything that he's been wanting since.
So
I
let
ain't
me
gonna
ask you
say what
this:
he been wanting, but as the fan base has
what
been
he need,
complaining
what he
about.
need, what he
Exactly.
need. So
Exactly.
let me ask you this: why would you say he get a third year if he don't make it work with that this year?
Because it's Canales' first year. Give him a second year to evolve within Canales' system.
So it is true what Q said. Then either way it go, the
Yep.
coach gonna be the fault.
There
It's
you go.
always the fault. To me, if the coach is he sets the board. The board is set by how he positions the pieces.
Well, there
If
it is, Q.
Let me
he
tell
don't
you
move
something,
the
Ray.
There it
Let me
is,
tell you
Q.
something.
Yep.
Based off of Ronnie Logic and everybody else that's been listening for the last couple of days, if your coach come out here and hand you 0-7 in the first couple of games, 0-6, and Bryce is not looking too well, that's a
Yep.
five
Canal is
motherfucker
gone.
walking.
Canal
He
is
go.
gone. Yep.
He go.
I
Ain't
say
no
this.
damn second
It
year.
depends on if Bryce don't meet the expectations that we all expect him to meet this year as a result of what all pieces they have. I'm more than happy to see what Jake Plummer gonna do. I'll put
Oh my
money
God.
on it.
Well, look,
It
look, look, y'all. Okay, okay.
Damn.
Hold right,
That surprised me right there now. That surprised
Damn.
me.
hold red. Now y'all already holler. This is get it off your chest Wednesday now. You're already hollering about Jack, Jack, whatever Plumber, right? This guy is a UDFA, meaning out of 250 some odd motherfucking picks, nobody wanted his black monkey ass. And he
Over
ain't
three
even
days. Over 3 days.
3 days, 3 days, 3 motherfucking days. Nobody said, man, shit, you ain't a seventh rounder, sixth rounder, nothing. A undrafted free agent. Now you get ready to tell me that he get ready to come out here and look better than the number one overall in Canales
well, he
motherfucking
got
system.
all the measurables y'all been saying Bryce don't got.
Oh my
He
God.
got all
I
the
don't you what
measurables. He got all the measurables that y'all say
Lord have
Bryce don't have.
You don't see that
He
as a problem
tall.
though, Ronnie?
He's six
stop it,
five.
stop it.
So hey,
God
he should win.
damn.
He should win. It should be
But
an easy
but
win for him.
running what Gold is saying, how can you even be having this conversation?
What you
You
mean?
got
How
the
Man,
can I
number
be
you
having a
got the number
conversation?
one pick
they brought in the
overall.
UDFA for a reason, Ronnie. They didn't want to have no competition against
Hey,
this kid.
if you
They
go
didn't
to the
want to put
fair, if
no
you get
heat
a
behind his
ticket,
ass.
if you get a ticket to go to the fair, and you get to the fair, it's only one ride, and that ride don't work.
You can only
What you
ride when
do?
they got out there. Yeah.
You
Tell your
you
ass
leave the
home.
fair, don't you? You don't
You
stick
go get
around
some
and say.
goddamn food because the rides ain't worth a damn.
Ooh, what? Hey,
So
why he had to start talking about the fair, Q? Boy, look here. I can
I'm
smell
just
fair.
saying,
I
bro.
can smell them
Yes,
damn
sir.
funnel cakes right now. Why you had to do
Funnel
that,
cakes,
Ronnie?
turkey
Yeah.
legs, I'm ready. Yes, Lord.
Oh
Damn,
my
Ronnie.
God. What
You made
is
me
this
want to
what
go
we
to the
doing?
fair now.
Is this what we doing? Now we say, oh, he ain't worked, so let's bring in the UDFA. Do you know that's got Atlanta written all over Desmond Ritter?
Yep.
Jake Plummer gonna look good them last 2 games because we benched Bryce. Let's
Yep.
see what Jake got.
Yep.
Now that's another goddamn season
If
up the
if
coon's
Jake
ass.
Plummer looks better in this system than Bryce Young, we got problems. I'm gonna tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
all kind of
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
We can't go
Creek
backwards
side.
though, man. That's all I'm
Hold
saying.
on.
I'm not willing to go
Creek,
backwards. Now,
hold up. Creekside. Talk to me, Creekside. Creekside, the last time you came on Creekside, you was the MVP around this motherfucker. Talk to me, Creekside.
Yes,
I
sir.
I just came up to say like for the people who said Bryce didn't have what he needed last year, I don't think he's in a much better position this year. To be honest, I think we still have one of the
Dang.
worst receiving cores in the NFC, if not the worst. Maybe the Falcons might be worse, but I would say the second worst. The offensive line, I'm still not like sold on Icky. Owen's getting a little older. I just I just feel like if we're gonna keep making excuses for Bryce, then it's like, what's the point of keeping him? Because it's like we're never gonna have that
Thank,
perfect team.
thank you.
I'm gonna let you have
That
that
team,
shit, Creekside. cause I
he
don't want to
right,
get
he
thrown
right,
off the
man.
show today. I don't want to
He
get
Nah,
right.
thrown off the
man,
show
nah, man.
today.
Pop your shit, Red. You
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
You
I
took a
see
damn.
that little shot you just took. Talking about you may have the worst receiving core in the division. I heard that shit.
Not in the
I heard
division, in the
that
whole
shit.
NFC. In the NFC, like
What?
we're at the bottom. Like
That's even more insulting.
I mean, we're bad too. Like our receiving core is not it.
God damn.
But I don't give Bryce an excuse on that because the rumor is that his dad and him is the one who picked Leggett. I don't know how true that is,
They did. What you mean? How
That's
but
true
true.
it is?
But
but I
It's
can't.
Creekside,
true.
Creekside, can I tell you the difference in the two? Kirk Cousins is gonna take that goddamn. He gonna take that one motherfucker at receiver and that one
That's a
motherfucker
fact.
at tight end, and
That's a
them bitch
fact.
gonna have yards.
That's
I
a
agree.
Guarantee
fact.
you that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Drake
And that's
London
what a
gonna be a
quarterback
goddamn top flight receiver fucking with Kirk Cousins.
and that's what a quarterback can do. Hey, listen, and I'm gonna tell
Yes,
you
sir.
right now, running. How do you what I want to hear interesting? I want to hear and listen. Don't I want to hear shit about blaming it on the coach, and I don't want to hear shit about blaming it on the receivers. Cause Creekside just told you we had shitty receivers last year. Our head coach got fired just like y'all's did. So let me ask you something. Why was Bryce Young numbers damn near the same as Desmond Ritter's?
Why were they the same as Desmond Ritter? I can't tell you that, bro. I don't even keep up with the Falcons. Y'all ain't done nothing for me to keep up with. So
Look,
Okay,
I'm
Ronnie,
sorry.
if
Ronnie,
that don't
a
work for
third
you, go ahead.
round
Yeah,
pick,
thank you, Q. Thank you, Q.
a third round pick in Desmond Ritter threw one touchdown more, one interception more than this cat right here. 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I'm sorry. Bryce had 11 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. So you do the math. 1 and 2.
So did he get hurt at all this year? Did Desmond Ritter sit out any games?
Desmond Ritter sat out because he got benched
Yeah, he
by the
got
coach by
benched.
how bad he was
Okay.
playing.
Okay,
Something we should have did.
I don't think
Ronnie,
we should have benched Bryce. I think Bryce was the number one pick for a reason, and you play the number
Ronnie,
one pick.
Ron,
Ronnie.
they didn't bench
He
him
just
week
this
Now
3.
cat
that
just don't want to
They
hear it. He
made
don't want
an
to hear
injury
it,
up
y'all.
for him.
He
see
don't want to
that
hear it,
garbage
y'all.
ass game they played in that rain down at Bank of
Yeah.
America Stadium, that was pretty garbage. Two motherfucking
Garbage.
garbage ass motherfucking quarterbacks going against each other.
Nobody wanted
That
to
shit,
watch that shit.
that nobody want to
Yeah.
watch that shit. Garbage. Stop it, Ronnie.
look,
And,
Ronnie.
and running, y'all
They
gonna be in the
benched
same shape
him.
till y'all ship that motherfucker out of Carolina. I hate to tell you, man.
Now,
I hate
now,
to tell
Ronnie,
you.
you watched this thing all year last year, right? What did Bryce ever get hurt at some point in time?
He ain't gonna admit to that, Q, because Ronnie say that was his superpower is that he finished the season, he didn't get hurt.
Well. I'm saying that to say it for a reason because one, he didn't get hurt, but they made up a fucking injury because they were trying to get his ass up off the field.
Oh, I know
Now
that's
be
where you was
mindful.
going. Yeah.
That's terrible because you say the guy he's the most durable, but guess what? His durability. I don't know where the fuck that ankle injury come from. Oh, okay,
Mhm.
all right, yeah, yeah, a
Right.
non-existent injury, a fake ass
Mysteriously.
injury for him, but it's all good.
Yeah, 'cause anywhere else he would have been benched. He wouldn't have started the year if he was a lower round draft pick. He wouldn't even have started the year.
Yep.
The intangibles, bruh. I know he played at modern day, but you got to put the backstory on that. And over at Alabama, there's a backstory on that, bro.
Yep.
Look at the defense, look at everything surrounding. We will never have that cast of heroes over here
In
in
any
Carolina
other
to
system,
make us
Bryce
good.
Young would have worked. I put money
A
on it.
shit. A
I put
shit.
money on it.
A
If he would have
bullshit.
went to the Falcons, if he would have
A,
went to the
a
Falcons, I
bullshit.
bet you it would have worked.
A bullshit. A
He would
No,
have been
bullshit.
better than
no.
Desmond Ritter. He would have been
A
better than
bullshit.
Ritter. I
A
put money
bullshit.
on it. And he would have been better than Ritter.
The same player.
The
Nah,
same player.
nah. I can't say
And
this.
actually, to be honest, Desmond Ritter is a better runner with the football than Bryce is.
You a lie, cause you didn't even see him roll out last year.
Okay.
You didn't see Bryce Young. That wasn't a part of the offense. When
Okay.
Bryce rolled out, he rolled out because that's what he had to do. Now you create an offense where you utilizing his skills. He rolled out at Alabama. He
Okay.
didn't stay in the pocket in Alabama. He was able to stay in the pocket, but he rolled out at Alabama. And what did they do at Alabama when he rolled out? They won. He
Brian, I
chunked the
got
ball
news
at
for
least
you.
40 yards.
I
He
got
ran
news for
40-yard
you.
passes rolling out of the
Bryce
pocket.
Young, Bryce Young ain't no better of a quarterback than Desmond Ritter. Sorry
But
ass is.
Ronnie. Now you
Okay,
know
we're not
that's
gonna
not
do that.
designed, Ronnie. You know that's not designed, right? You
Yeah,
know
we is
that's
Creekside.
impromptu. You know that rolling out and kind of, the kind of bullshit game that he played. You know that's not designed, right? Like they don't say roll out right, roll out left. Bryce, hello, Ronnie.
He don't want to deal with that. He don't want to deal with the fact that it wasn't designed for nobody else. It's the ability to make something out of nothing when the play break down. That's what we're talking about.
That's why I've been quiet because I don't want to talk about Bryce no more. Yeah, I already know one problem, I, but there's several other problems.
And
And I think that's something that's not being brought to the light. That's why we're getting it off our chest.
I,
Well,
I
Yes,
Bryce,
yesterday's show was really based off of who we thought needed to get out there and get some reps, including Bryce. Now, Ronnie will talk us to death about Bryce. But I ain't got to sit and keep talking about him. We have some major issues on that O line.
I do agree that I think Bryce needs to play at least one quarter every preseason game to get those reps.
Hmm.
yeah, they
well,
need to
that's what
build that chemistry.
you got to think
Yeah.
about like
Got
this.
that right, Kitty.
You got
Yep.
all
Got to
these
build that
new
chemistry.
pieces. You got all these new pieces. All this money you spent in the line. It's a letdown to the fans. One thing that this guy's not going to play come tomorrow night. And you sat there all this year right here. Oh my God, everybody looks good. Xavier Leggett. Okay, I can understand Leggett had got hurt. Anybody who's injured right now, no, I wouldn't play him. But Bryce Young right now is supposed to be healthy, and you want to see how he's gonna look. Everybody's anxious to see how he's gonna look behind these two new offensive guards, this new coach calling these plays. Now you gonna tell me come 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever tomorrow, he's setting out like he's somebody. That's what the people are lacking for. Now, if what a Jack Plummer and the other backup fourth string on the bubble quarterback is
Jake
getting
Luton.
all the reps with Jake Luton is getting all the quarterback tomorrow, and y'all if they look good, okay, what are we gonna do?
And didn't Jake Luton get some experience last year? Didn't he actually get in an NFL game?
Hmm.
Yeah, he threw a touchdown
See,
and he threw a touchdown.
see. So he
But
know the
this is
speed
the
of the
thing:
game.
how are we gonna evaluate the line with Jake Luton and Jack Plummer playing, who are not going to play come game one? Then you ain't gonna see him. You ain't gonna see him much in these joint practices, except for clean up
System
garbage
stays the
time.
same. The system stays the same. What is the player? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, why y'all just focused on Bryce? Bryce got to play every
I just said
preseason
I
game.
wasn't.
That's
I just
what
said
you're
I wasn't.
saying. If you're saying that Canales has created a system for everybody to if they playing, they should benefit from his system. Now he going into preseason trying to see who is going to make the roster. But y'all so focused on Bryce competing because in y'all minds he ain't proved nothing. He's the quarterback that's gonna be there week one, bro. They've already said it. So quit trying to put him up against Plummer to see if we squint hard enough, Plummer look better than him. Okay, you squint. While Bryce is on the bench watching Plummer, that's when you squint. You see what Plummer can do by himself. That's when you see we don't know what Plummer can do for 4 quarters. So we basing Plummer's success off a series or two versus Bryce. That's what you're doing. Hello?
No, you ain't gonna see Bryce. You ain't gonna
But
base
you
Bryce off of
saying,
shit.
but
You not gonna
based
see it.
off what you saying, Bryce should play. So basically, you want Bryce. You want to be You want to evaluate Bryce off a couple of series, and if Plummer look better than him in a couple of series, oh, the job is for Plummer. What
Ronnie,
kind of
we
shit
were
is that?
we were talking about evaluating this line, and you know good and well, you
Exactly.
evaluate a starter based on what you see. You know that. Now you can't evaluate the boys if they're not in the damn game to be evaluated. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you should have evaluated Bryce last year, even on a two and
God damn.
15 record. You
I
saw
told
that
you to
he
do
could
what you
operate.
did. You didn't want to hear it.
Damn.
I
Damn.
did. I still evaluated him. He was able to finish every game. That's one evaluation. Did he look confused when he was behind center? Hell no. So that was
Yes.
Huh?
another
He
Yes.
So
lined
his
evaluation.
up
Yes.
behind the
Hold
so
on.
guard.
Bryce
He
didn't
Hold
lying
he
on.
behind.
lined
He
He
up
lying
behind the
behind the
behind.
guard.
Yeah, he
guard.
Come
lined up behind
on,
the guard, bro.
Okay, that's
Joker.
one instance. Hell, he was getting his
He
head beat
threw
in the
two
whole
picks in
damn
the
game
first
up until
game.
then. He was
I
getting his
watched
head
Bryce
beat in
throw a
up until
goddamn
then.
screen, and it was an
Yes.
interception. Right to who?
Very
Right
confused.
to
So
who?
so so I'm talking you talking about mistakes. I'm talking about consistent errors throughout the game where y'all said this quarterback need to go back
Lord
to
have
college.
mercy.
You
Pick.
didn't see a
What about a
consistent
pick
errors.
back to back to the same player in the same spot, same play? What about that?
You talking about
Is
errors,
that a
bro.
You're
mistake?
blaming
At what
the
point,
coach.
You
Ronnie?
talking about
At what
errors.
point does a mistake become a pattern?
You say, did he progress backwards? That's the question I asked. Did Bryce go
Ronnie,
backwards?
you didn't answer my
He couldn't even
question.
throw a screen
You
past
said he
Aiden
made a
Hutchinson to pick it
single.
Did
off.
You
he
said
go
he made a
backwards
single
though?
mistake. You said he made a single mistake. At what point does a single mistake become a pattern?
In your rookie year, you don't have patterns. You have mistakes, my guy. In your
Okay.
rookie year, you learning. In your rookie year,
Yeah. C.J. Stroud had a
he didn't
pattern
even
of
go to
throwing for
training
300
camp. His
yards in
first,
a game.
bro. Bryce was still in school, bro, around May, right? End of May. When does OTA start, my G?
After the
He was in the
draft.
school. Wait a minute. He was in school when?
Bryce did not, as a rookie, when you drafted, bro.
He was in
As
school
a
when?
rookie, hold on. As a rookie, when you
Let him finish,
drafted, my
man. Let
guy,
him finish.
you do not join the team until damn near June, G. They
You said
have
he
an
was in school
OTA.
when? The draft was in April.
Okay, he was still in school. He was still finishing
No, no,
classes.
no, no, the fuck he wasn't,
Oh
Ronnie.
my
What are you
God.
talking about?
Oh my
So you
God.
telling me he
Ronnie,
started
he
with
was in
everybody.
OTA. He was,
So when
yes,
you
he did.
drafted,
He
you
went to
telling me
rookie mini camp. Rookie mini camp. That's what it's called.
Ronnie, you do OTAs, then you get a month off to get ready
so.
for training camp.
Okay, that may be true. I may be incorrect on it. But you don't get the playbook until afterwards. So he didn't get the
No,
playbook.
no,
He didn't get
Ronnie,
to.
he
no,
got
no,
the
no.
playbook the day after
Hell
he
no.
got drafted and get ready for
Yes.
OTAs. They give him the playbook then.
Stop making excuses,
I
Ronnie
don't know
Run.
what's going on.
I'm making excuses, fellas. I'm just telling you, as a rookie, he didn't get the same time that someone that's returning
No,
in his
no,
second
What?
no,
year
no,
get.
no, no,
He
no,
got the
no.
same
Stop
time
that.
as everybody
Stop
else in
that.
the NFL.
Stop that,
This
Ronnie.
shit is
Stop that,
funny as
Ronnie.
hell, man.
Stop that,
This
Ronnie.
classic.
Stop that,
This
Ronnie.
classic.
Wow.
Stop that. Now that no, stop that, Ronnie. Come on, no. Don't tell nobody else that shit. Nobody else. Please don't. Please don't do that.
That man
Don't
Stop
do
said
that.
that,
he
Now the
had
Ronnie.
nigga ain't
less
happy
time
but
than
lying.
anybody else, and CJ had the same amount of time as you.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop
Come
that,
on.
All
Ronnie.
of them,
I
Pop.
Stop
don't, I
All
don't,
of
I don't know, bro. That's a reach. You reach for God right now, my boy.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
You
reaching
see
to the
what the defendant
heavens.
got you out here looking like? Ronnie,
Man, look,
Yeah.
if
they
y'all
got
want
you
to
looking
say Bryce
fool.
had the same amount of time to learn the
I ain't
playbook
trying to
as
talk about
everybody
Bryce.
else, bro, I can't. I know that the rookies don't start with everybody else. I know when they come in, bro, they learning a new system, a new
them.
process. But if y'all want to base Bryce Young progress off not knowing nothing when he first got in, bro, to learning some game one and being able to control every aspect of the offense. If you want to get that to a rookie, bro, y'all go ahead and give it to a rookie, bro. But I know that's a mighty high steep to climb, bro, as a rookie coming in. I don't give a damn if you're the
So why
first
when
pick
you
or
want
the
to see
third
him get more
30th pick.
reps in preseason? Then if you say it's a high steep for him to climb,
Bro, preseason is about can you operate in the offense.
we
He's
don't
he's
know if
running
we
the
don't know if
offense.
he can.
He's running the offense every day.
Lord have
They at
mercy.
practice, bro. What are you
It's
talking about?
practice.
So they don't run the same shit that they're gonna run in practice
Ooh.
into preseason. That what you telling me?
Well, I'm telling you one thing, boy. When you ever go out to play a sport game and you have scrimmages, it's there for a reason to see if the scheme is even working. It don't
And run
matter
it.
what he
One of
know.
the
Preseason
one.
is for who gonna make the roster. That's what
No, run
preseason
it,
is for.
run it. One of the main benefits of preseason is to get live action against other clubs. Also,
But he not even
Well,
going against the first.
Red,
He
he
not
just
going
told me
against
Good.
number
yesterday
one.
That's
reps don't
fine.
matter. So he just told me yesterday.
So you rather
Yeah.
have a second string? You want a second string offensive lineman blocking Bryce Young? So what? He can get hurt again?
Did I say for him to go out there with second string?
I
No, we
But
promise you,
said
you
Bryce
we
said
won't
said
get
if the
out
we
there.
said
Oilers
hold on,
don't
I
hold on, hold
draft
on,
him,
promise
hold
they
on,
you,
hold on,
Bryce
trade
won't
him.
hold
get
on,
out
hold
there
on.
with the second
We
team
we
offensive
said
line.
yesterday. We said yesterday we want him to go out there with the first string offensive line.
But they not
Nobody
gonna
should.
put
Hold
all the
on, hold on,
first
hold on.
string out
You
there.
didn't. You didn't.
Canales already said that.
Let me answer your question because
Right.
you keep twisting what I'm saying or what I didn't say. Period. I said, and we said that we want them to go out there and get a couple of reps just to see if they operate right on this, if they well-oiled machine. And he ain't
Yeah.
got to stay out there all 4 quarters. Just
No,
get you
not at
some
all.
reps in, man.
He's
To
not gonna
see,
stay out there all 4 quarters in
damn,
preseason.
Brian, I
Hey,
can't
hey,
finish my
hey,
thought.
hey,
We
hey,
all
pop,
know
pop,
that.
pop, pop, pop.
We know
When
that.
you read
Oh,
that
you
money
got
for
some
me,
money.
pop. When you
Got some
read that
money.
money for me,
Yeah. I
pop.
read the money, man. BG, thank you for the 4.99. Tell this man to go watch beat Bryce Young against LSU his last year when he didn't have 10 seconds in the pocket. The best example of how he looked in the NFL. Average.
That's
Damn,
so one
damn,
play.
BG.
BG.
You bring up one play, bro.
Good,
One play.
good, good.
To
No,
bring
he
up
said
his
That
a
whole
sound
whole
like an
NFL
game,
error.
running.
career.
Great
He said a
example.
That
whole
sound like an
game.
error.
He
That don't
said go
sound
watch
like
the
Ronnie,
that don't
look at
game,
sound
his
like that
running.
whole
can't be happening.
entire year last year.
He had 10 seconds in the pockets.
He said go watch
Great
that whole
example.
game, running.
Or you could just watch
So
all of last season.
That's
Like I
true.
said, man,
But
I think
Ronnie
the
will
team
watch
needs.
last season and still come up with. Ronnie is saying that he won some games on Alabama and he won the Heisman, so he has to be a good quarterback.
Yep.
Well, Heisman
Period.
quarterbacks fail all the time.
Oh, look at Applewhite, Major Applewhite. He's a classic example of one of the worst.
I
I just
mean,
don't
I
see
don't even
what's
think he
wrong.
got drafted, did he?
I just don't
Did he
see
get
what's
drafted?
wrong with going
I don't
against
I
who
don't.
remember
you
him
going
getting
against.
drafted.
Yeah.
I just find it hard to believe that people will be mad that you're getting an advantage of learning your scheme against other talent just so you can be prepared for when the real game counts. I just don't see how you getting a cheat
They're
sheet.
trying to hide them. That's what it is.
You get a cheat sheet.
God,
And
They
look,
want to hide
that,
them out as long as you can. They're stretching it out
That's
as
That's
far
a
as you
fact.
they
can, but
should
that's what it
that's a
is.
they
mistake.
should have hit
That's a
they
mistake.
should have hit Corbett because he just exposed himself.
Damn.
that is a fact. And that's what everybody has already has alluded to and come to the conclusion of that something ain't right. Something ain't right. If this guy, I look at a preseason like this right here. Okay, if they go 3-out, if they go up and line up against New England and go 3-out, like woo, y'all know what? Something ain't right. If they march down that field, say for about a 65, 70 yards, it look crisp and clean, and they kick a field goal. I'm all right with that. You
That's
understand what I'm
it. That's
saying?
all I want.
Take them out
Right. Right.
and let's go to the house. I watch Jack Plummer, Jake Luke the rest of the game. Next week, let's do a little bit more. That's
That's
how
it.
you game preseason, y'all.
That's how you do it. That's the smart way of doing it, man.
See what you need to work on against competition. Because you don't get that perspective against your own team in practice, man. You don't.
No, not at
You
all.
don't.
Not with a red jersey on.
Nope.
Hey, Go.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question, Go. Do you think Tampa, the powers that may be, put a call in the Canales and told him to sit Bryce?
It's a damn possibility. A great possibility.
Damn. Damn. Already, Q.
'Cause I
Man,
He
if the
told
he
nigga
I
called it
tried to
down
do
there
all he could
already,
to hide
Q.
him, I think Canales would have played him if it was his choice or his decision to make. But it sounds like to me they're trying to hide this boy as much as they could.
for as
Q,
long
that's a
as they
bigger
can.
That's a
You
bigger
might be
problem if
right.
he's still doing that shit with a whole new staff, man.
He might be doing that, bro. I mean, that's not even something we cannot consider. It could be temper. He could be like, look, don't send my stepson out there like that.
Damn.
Leave my stepson in the shade where he can stay cool. Because if he go out there and look terrible during preseason, they gonna have my ass. The billboard's going up.
Man, if he do that shit against y'all team, his motherfucking team, 2 years in a row with the same quarterback and undermines a whole new coaching staff that he had to go out and get to bring in.
He didn't bring him in, Red. That's the thing.
But go just
Dan
as a op,
Morgan.
as an op, I will have to tell you, I I don't know if it could be nothing worse in the motherfucking NFL history, man, if he do that shit again as an owner.
Well, look. And like I said, a lot of people dance around it or whatever. I can't do it. I can't do it. I refuse to do it. You had GMs that took a virtual interview and said, nah, bro, I'm going to stay where I'm at. You had money men like Tillis took a virtual interview and said, nah, man, I'm going to stay where I'm at. You had some of them came in for a face to face and didn't come back for the virtual, vice versa. They didn't come, it wasn't many, might have been one or two. They have to look at it again. They actually did 2 interviews. One of the guy, damn, I forget exactly where he was. They pretty much told him he had a job and he called back and declined it.
Ben Johnson.
So,
Yeah,
no,
Ben
it wasn't Ben
Johnson.
Johnson.
No, I think it was it
Ben
Mike
Johnson never
Vrabel?
came.
Was it Vrabel who was
No, no,
flying?
No,
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 no.
I'm
it
wrong.
can't,
Vrabel didn't get
The
off the
nigga from the
nobody but
plane.
him.
Ravens. From the
Okay, yeah, Vrabel
Ravens.
didn't. You're right, kid. Vrabel didn't even get off the
Yeah,
plane. You're right. Yeah.
But go, he
that,
offered to pay Ben Johnson more money. Remember, he offered to pay him more money than he expected, and he still turned it down.
but see, Ben never, but see, hold up though, Creek. That's 336. Uh,
Yeah,
this is what he did. See, this is everybody talking about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson never talked to us. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson himself never talked to us. We talked to Ben Johnson's agent. Ben Johnson
Mm,
never did a
mm.
virtual, a live, or anything. Ben Johnson never came to Carolina. He never even got on the computer. We only talked to his agent. All them other rumors about this and that thing that was live, it never happened.
Yeah, he's a cocky son
Look
of a
it up.
gun.
You know what's
Look it
crazy about
up.
this, Red?
Yep.
You know what's crazy with the overall crazy about this is, you know us. You know what I'm saying? You third cousin.
Oh yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
first. This is the first time you've ever heard Black Cat say, "Get that boy out there and give him some more experience, so you can have some
You
continuity
right.
with this team."
You right.
You ain't never heard Black Cat say
You
that.
right.
And
You
as
right.
soon as we try to give him some type of push, like, all right, come on, let's see what you got.
Basically,
Let's see what
y'all
you've been
saying
working
give him
on.
an opportunity to prove himself. And most
And
motherfuckers
and
think
and
that y'all already decided he ain't shit.
No.
But what y'all
and
saying is
everybody
give him
going
a chance
against
to let.
us.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you hear red, trial by fire. Trial by
Yep.
Yeah,
damn fire.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Let him determine he
Thank
ain't shit.
you.
I ain't gonna
Trial by
determine it for him.
motherfucking fire.
And go,
Let them bullets fly.
you know I love my Game of Thrones and my House of the Dragon. So you know
Damn
I'm with
right.
you on
Oh
that
yes,
one.
sir.
Trial by
I'm
fire.
on
Yeah,
that.
yes, sir.
Trial
Don't
by
Yes,
say
fire.
nothing
sir.
about House of the Dragon. I'm 2 episodes behind. Don't be spoiling nothing for
Okay.
me.
I ain't gonna
I'm
say
glad
nothing.
you said something, Miss Kitty.
God damn
Yes,
it, let it
ma'am.
burn.
Shit.
Let it burn.
I love it. I love it.
I'm trying to figure out if Bryce Young a Lannister or not. If he
No, he
gonna
ain't
pay
no
Let me
off
tell,
his
Lannister.
debt.
Hell no.
let,
Hell.
He
let
ain't
me
gonna
tell
pay
you
Oh,
off
he
his
something,
might.
debt.
Red.
I don't know.
Ah,
Yeah, he
no,
might be. He might be.
nigga,
So
Let
that's
me
all
tell
motherfucker.
you
I'm
something,
asking.
Red.
Show us something.
Huh?
Red, I
You
saw
said is
your
he a
coach.
what, Pop?
Yeah.
Hey,
I said I'm trying to
I
figure
saw.
out if he a Lannister or not. Is he gonna pay off his
That
debts? That's all I
nigga,
was saying.
that nigga ain't in the children of the forest.
I'll be damned.
Damn, go.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. Go ahead,
Damn, go. Yeah,
No,
Q.
uh,
okay, okay.
Q.
Red, I saw
Yeah.
your coach on the pivot,
Yeah.
and one of the first things out of your coach mouth when he sat down with them three guys was what? the way they changed the NFL now, he said the quarterback position has been uplifted into such a high position. If you don't got a quarterback, you can't hope to compete. You can't win.
And he's a
And it's all
defensive
about
guy, so
Lombardi.
he know it's that. It's everything is in favor of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear what that nigga said when he sat down? He said, number one, we got our QB of the future in Michael Penix. We don't got to rush him out there. Kirk Cousins is our franchise quarterback right now. So what we can do right now is worry about winning, and when the time comes to transition, it'll be a seamless move.
Yep.
Now that's a smart ass goddamn franchise right there. I hate to say it.
Now, what did Dave Canella say?
They're gonna get you.
Bryce is just one of 11. We just need him to do his job. We just need him to be one of 11.
And
It's
he need
totally
to quit
different.
lying. He need to quit lying. A quarterback need to be a motherfucker who can pick this team up.
Thank you.
Pick the team up. Go in the huddle and make them motherfuckers go out there and say, I'm going to hit that motherfucking 5 yards and get out in a hurry. Or if it's a timing route, count it out. 1, 2, 3. I should be looking for the ball.
Thank you. Thank you.
Period. And trust that motherfucker going to get it to him. I don't give a damn if the pressure on him or it ain't. You just run your
One of
route.
11.
That's not 1 of 11. That's right.
No, that 111, that's bullshit. Now,
yeah, I agree with you, Go.
The other night, like I keep telling y'all, HBO series Hard Knocks gonna feature 3 teams this year. They featured in the draft, they featured in the preseason, they're gonna feature them in the season. They're doing the Chicago Bears right now. Caleb Williams. Nick Saban was talking to Eberflus.
Ooh, I saw that shit.
Nick
I saw that
Saban
shit.
was Eberflus's position coach when he was in college. And he was talking about the quarterback position. And he said, you got to have a leader. You got to have a leader. Now, Canales just said he don't even want the boy to be a leader. That's that Matt Rule bullshit again. Just like y'all just talking about 1 of 11. That is total bullshit. Total bullshit.
I can hop in.
The quarterback, that's his team. That's his team. They told one of them, they was on the sideline with Caleb Williams. Them boys said, you got the key to this motherfucker, drive it.
Yeah, quarterback is an extension of the front office. Like when you talk about like Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning, Brady, like picking their own receivers, getting Antonio Brown, like they're supposed to be the ones making decisions from a player's point of view. So calling Bryce just 1 of 11 is terrible. Like he's basically
That's why
saying like you're
Buffalo
just
left
another guy.
Seattle. He felt like he
Chris
didn't
Todd, he
have
got
that.
the
He didn't
receiver.
have it.
Any daddy. Any daddy got Xavier Leggett.
Well, I don't want to hear nobody ever say that Black Cat podcast, the Hayden podcast, never try to get behind Bryce to try to see him do something. Cause that's what we tried to do this whole week. Hey man, let that man go out there and get himself together. So when the real games count, he'll know what he got to do. That way he ain't got to struggle right out the gate. No, we don't want that. Why would you do that? Because he looked terrible last year. And he got a new offensive line. They're looking bad right now. And a new coach who's sounding stupid right now. That's why.
But Poppin, like Q said, I would give whether it was foolishness or whether it was just honesty. You gotta. I don't know if you say we want to give him credit or just pay attention to what Ronnie said. But Ronnie pretty much have already said if the shit don't work out, it's Canales' fault. It don't matter what you see on the field. He said if the shit don't work out, it's Canales' fault already.
I told y'all
like
they were
you
going to turn on
said,
Canales about week 6.
But it's like
Fred,
you
they're going to turn
said,
on him about week 6.
if Canales sit his ass up there and let that boy go 1-6 or whatever it is, that's his. That he the motherfucking fool.
Yeah, his name tied to that boy. His name tied to that quarterback. So
I'm
just
sure
like
is.
Frank, once you say yes to a motherfucker and say I do, that's your ass. You don't put your
That's
name
your ass.
with their name
That's
on
your
the line.
ass.
That's your ass. I hope he know that.
Yeah, I hope he's smart enough.
Well, he didn't have no other choice, Q. He was not
the
getting
tough ass
a
schedule we
head
got.
coach job.
It's
But go, you
hard.
know what I'll do? You know what I'll do if I was him? I'll let that motherfucker get down, and I say, you know what? I'll be working them backup quarterbacks so hard to get them motherfuckers ready. I wouldn't tell Tepper shit. I'll go down there and start the game. I'll let Bryce run 2 series, and then when we good in the middle of the game, I call that boy over to me. I say, get your ass in there. When the backup quarterback, I say, look, hey, you better throw that motherfucker. I don't give a damn what they bring at you. We got to win today. And then that's what you got. That's what he'd have to do. Have a commanding victory so that the fans call for that boy. Now he might get fired. He might get fired. But at least around the league get a
You
send a
gonna get fired
signal.
anyway.
That's what I'm saying, 336. So then
Go
show
out
at
on your
least you
sword.
had enough balls. There you go. Go out on your sword. Show the motherfuckers you had enough balls to pull this boy and put a competent quarterback in there. That's what he gonna have to do at some point.
But Red, Canales went on the platform, the podium the other day, and he was just ranting and raving about an undrafted rookie, saying all these things about this cat. He never said that Bryce knows how to read defense.
Cause he gonna start. Cause he gonna start that boy. Cause he gonna start that boy come Thursday night.
He ain't
That's
never
why.
compliment Bryce arm either.
Never
Yeah.
compliment Bryce arm either. You right. I mean, I was like, well,
That,
wow.
that
You
drummer,
know,
he got a strong arm. He can do this. He
y'all,
can do goddamn Canales.
I hadn't checked this boy measurables, but maybe y'all know them. But I don't know. It's something about him when I saw him on y'all. When y'all was out there for the training camp, and y'all was talking about the size. That boy looked like he might be around the size of Geno Smith.
Yeah, he
He's
about
about
I
six
think
6'4",
Drummer is like
215.
he's 6'4".
6'4", 215.
6'4",
Okay, so
6'5",
he's taller than
215.
Geno. He's taller than Geno.
Yeah.
But that arm looked like Geno, and I don't even say Baker, but he looks when he delivers the ball, he looks more like Geno to me.
He
And
got a
and
strong
and
arm.
and Canales drafted that boy. Now you mean to tell me that if the season ain't going, Canales just gonna sit there knowing that he done turned other quarterbacks around when he knows how to evaluate a quarterback? If he don't see it in Bryce, he said, well, yeah, I got to play this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The owner want him to get on the field. But if he continues to struggle, I just don't believe Canales will ride with that boy all year, knowing that he done got this other boy ready to go in there and play and see what he got, man.
Well,
If he
Red,
do, we'll know
it's
why.
about knowing that you a dead man walking and knowing it ain't shit you can do about it. Ain't that something?
What?
You're
Q, I
damned if
wouldn't
you do,
sign
you're
up for that
damned if
shit
you
there,
don't.
Q. I would not sign up for that shit there, Q.
Would you do it if your contract was fully guaranteed, Red?
Well,
Jack
money is a
Plummer.
motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you got to think about it like this too. This his first opportunity as a head coach in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
and he's young.
Tread
So
lightly,
that fully
Red.
get that.
Tread lightly, Red. Tread
But no,
lightly.
no, no. What I'm saying, go
Tread
check it out. He's
lightly.
young. He's young. So he got a young family. That guaranteed money ain't gonna last forever. He gonna need to coach again.
Well,
So
he'll go back and be a coordinator. It's like Kevin Cam just said. And Kevin Cam, don't step out there on that motherfucking bridge, because I'm trying to tell you, I did it last year. I said, ain't no way they gonna fire Frank in the season. Frank gonna go back and get his quarterback. This, that, the third. I said that
Yeah,
same
you
shit.
damn sure did.
And look what
You damn
happened.
sure
By
did.
game 11, that motherfucker was on the
Terminated.
unemployment line.
He was at the
Unemployment line.
podium with his lip trembling. I
Jack
told you that shit.
Hey,
Jack
Q said, look at him. Q said, look at him. He's a dead man walking.
I
I remember I was
I
on the
told
line with y'all. When
y'all,
Q say that,
and I
Q say he
told
cussing
y'all.
in the locker room. Q say that
You
motherfucker
said
gone. He said he gone.
you said dead. You said dead man walking. I said
Damn
Yeah,
sure did.
I said the real estate market is high as hell in Charlotte. All
Yeah,
them
it
yeah,
houses.
is.
I
Hey,
said,
hey,
look at
Q.
everybody damn houses on the market.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, Dub, that was a funny ass line. When you say the report came out that Temple was in the locker room cussing motherfuckers out, saying "fuck" when he came out
Fuck.
that locker room.
He's like,
Q said, "Oh." Q say that's his ass. Q say that's his ass. He do
Yeah,
not.
once we heard that shit read, I knew it was only a matter of time for this nigga to get up out of here. I knew it.
Damn, so was it was the next
That boy
morning.
argue me down. No, he ain't getting fired. Shit. Oh, okay.
Q say that motherfucker gone now.
Well,
Jack,
Monday
think about
Jack
morning.
this.
Plummer
It was
is
bad. It was
6'5",
bad look now. It was
216
bad
pounds.
look then.
6'5",
It was bad look.
216. And Gino about
Cause he
6'3",
don't
what?
care how it look. That's all it is.
Gino
He do
might be a
not
little
give a
heavier.
damn how it look. Your
Yeah,
ass
he
got to
probably a
go.
little
You got
thicker.
to go. That's all it is to it.
Yep.
They was
Yep.
finna pull Bryce. Tepper said, "Hell no."
You know
I
why?
actually think that's what Frank had done when he played when he faked that injury.
Well,
Yeah, they
He
Tennessee.
was finna
sat
pull
Bryce
him.
down. Yeah.
See,
What shit
it
wrong
was
with
an
that boy?
argument. He went in there and he argued with Frank. Frank balls probably dropped that day, and
Yeah.
they dropped. And he probably
Yep.
talked and he probably pushed back at Tepper. And that's when Tepper came out of that locker room cussing in
Yep.
Tennessee.
McCounter.
How dare that motherfucker talk to me like that?
You damn right. You
Hey,
damn
You
right.
learn a life lesson
go.
that damn day.
Damn sure
I got
did.
a
Big
question.
Iron.
Andrew, what's going on,
Hey,
Andrew?
hi guys.
What up, Drew?
I got a question for Goat. How you all doing? Listen,
Good man.
there's something we're not talking about here that I think plays a big part into this. First of all, there's no guarantee Andy Dalton's going to be ready to go. So if Bryce Young
Yeah,
goes out there in the preseason and gets hurt, we're going into the season with Jack Plummer and Jake.
Ooh, shit.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now this
Well, guess
announcement,
what, Andrew? We
this
be going in
wasn't
there with
Vince.
Bryce Young, so that ain't a damn bit better. So
Well, I know.
it don't
I
make a
agree with
fuck to
you.
me.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I'm with you on that one. But what I'm saying is, we got to think about this now because that announcement came after Andy got hurt.
I
We
see what
didn't
you're
hear
saying.
anything
I
about
see what you're
Bryce.
saying.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't hear anything about Bryce not playing until Andy got hurt. So,
In other words, you already down one starting level quarterback.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I think that might be what's behind it. I don't know. Another thing and I talked about this earlier, he may know in his head that this guy is not going to make it in the NFL. So why not get someone who's going to probably replace him to get as many reps as he can?
Now, that's what
You
I
know,
see. I see
that's
that
what.
boy as being Canales' pick. They may have told him, no, we don't want no competition. We don't want the appearance of a competition. You cannot take a quarterback in the third, fourth, second round. So he might have said, fuck it. I'll find the guy that I know I can work with, even if I have to get him as an undrafted.
What
I can
happened?
see that.
Look
You
how
see,
fast they
that's a
snatched him
fucking
up.
problem
That's
right
a
there,
long
Red.
shot, though,
That's a
Yeah.
Red. That's
nigga
a
waiting
long
to get
shot.
fired right there. Right
That's a
there.
long shot, Red.
Let me give y'all Jack
I hear
Plummer's
what y'all
stats.
saying.
So his overall grade was a 74.2. He played 14 games. He attempted 400 passes and completed 256 of them. His completion percentage was a 64. He threw 3,198 yards,
It's not
eight
bad.
8 yards per average, 21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, passing rate of 93.7.
It's not bad. That's in the ACC. That's not bad at all.
He's 24
His
years
He's a
numbers
old.
were
solid
pretty
quarterback, man.
consistent. His numbers were pretty consistent too at
Yeah.
Purdue and Cal as well. They're
I'm
all.
look I'm looking at him. Yep.
8
Yeah.
yards a pop. That's up the field, man.
Yeah. And don't forget, he got honorable mention in the top 25 quarterbacks in the coming out of college. He was one of the honorable mentions along with Joe Milton. So he's not trash, okay. And I think Canales scored a coup here in getting him because if
Uh-oh.
you
There
notice,
go
it
that word
wasn't 5
again.
minutes after that draft was over that they announced he got him.
There go that word again, Mama. There go that word again. Cool.
and Andrew, they say you dropping them buzzwords, man. Somebody
Yeah,
that cool tip on him in there, huh? Say he
yeah.
got
I
a back,
think
he got a plan. He got a plan.
Yes,
that I
sir.
really do. I think he's a prototypical quarterback. He's
Yep.
6'5", 215. He's got a big arm. He runs well
Yep.
for a man who's big, and he's got good pocket presence. So I'm not so sure. I'm not naming him QB1. Don't get me wrong. He's playing for a backup role, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they're holding Bryce back because I don't think Andy Dalton's going to recover myself.
That
Maybe he
makes
will. I
sense.
don't know.
That makes
Okay.
sense what you said. Yeah.
No, Dalton don't want to play no more. Like I said, he's just there just get his check. It's free money. He ain't trying to play no more. He telling he about to go into coaching. I already
Yeah,
know that's what
I
he's about to go
agree.
do.
I think Andy. I think Andy will play, but don't forget he's not a young man, and these injuries take a little bit longer. Take it from me, you guys. The older you
Yeah.
get, the harder it is to get over these injuries. So I'm not saying that it's smart not playing. I think they will probably play Bryce in game 2. I'll give him a series or two, but I don't. I think that there's a fear that Andy won't be ready, and then we going into the season with 2 quarterbacks, a rookie and a guy who's really just going to probably be on the practice squad if Andy were healthy.
Well, we'll swing a trade with y'all. Y'all can get Taylor Heineken for us.
And keep that shit right there. No nobody want that motherfucker. I
I knew
see you
you
try to
wouldn't like
sneak
that
that
one,
shit in
Q.
there. Try to sneak that in there.
That one was for Creekside with that shit he said earlier.
Red. Could
Yeah,
y'all just
man.
trade me Raheem Morris, man? Just send me him, man. Send me him. It's so bad on that picture. I mean, on that picture, on that video.
That
Steve Smith
podcast.
was in the building when they went
Yep.
up in there. Steve Smith standing up in the Mercedes Benz building, up there
Yep.
dapping Raheem up and all. I said, look at this shit here.
You
A
know what?
Panther
And I didn't
legend.
know this. I didn't know this. And Steve Smith, the motherfucker who volunteered it. And he said it 2 times to make
Lord
sure
have
everybody
mercy.
heard him. He said, Michael Petrie is my cousin, my first cousin. And
Lord
then
have
he
mercy.
was on NFL Network and he was talking to the host, because he was doing the live remote from the training, the Falcons training. So the host in the studio was going back and forth talking to him, getting an update. And he said, "Yeah, my cousin is a coach with the Falcons, Michael Petrie." So somebody said, "Yeah, we did," and he said it. He said it again. He said, "It's my first cousin, Michael Petrie." So I was like, "Damn, okay, damn, well, Steve, you want motherfuckers to know that shit, don't you?"
Mm-hmm.
He a funny dude, man. You got to watch him. I'm gonna leave it alone though.
Yeah, yeah, he bought himself now. He know how to promote himself now. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you notice, and I used to say, "Oh man, I don't know if I see it or not. If I don't see it or not." One of those, and I'm just telling y'all. You go back and look at the history of it. Those guys get a job with the NFL Network. They make the circles in there, and it's damn near a straight line for them to get into the Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he's doing it all for that jacket. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why he's staying out there, staying relevant, this and that. He'll get in by the third time. You know what I'm saying?
No, go. He gonna go in. He gonna. He. I don't think it's gonna take Steve Smith 3 times to get in. He might not be a first ballot, but I hear what you're saying. You saying maybe not the first ballot, but I don't think he'll go more than the second ballot, man. I don't think he'll go no more than the second
Uh,
ballot.
They're running out of receivers to put above him.
Well, and
mm-hmm.
like Goat said, he stays relevant. He stays in the face of the media. He's out there. He's developing
Yeah,
these associations with motherfuckers at the NFL Network and in the front office. He getting in that
yeah,
motherfucking Hall of Fame, man.
yeah, all
He
day,
is.
all day. I mean, it's a couple numbers and attitudes and stuff like that. If he had just a little bit more and they had a win, maybe even the Super Bowl up under, they couldn't have denied him the first. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
but but by a cycle or two, and which ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? To get in
yeah.
the second or third, I mean that ain't bad at all. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't
It's
bad at all.
motherfuckers that been there for years and tried, and name come up and name come up, and they just kept denying. But he'll
Yep,
be in there. And
yep,
I mean, he ain't got to do some of all this shit that you know what I'm saying that you see him doing, you know, to get in there. You getting in there, cuz. So
yeah.
I mean, just to talk about Steve Smith, but we get back on track, and everybody up here. I mean, some people oh no, that's cute. That's cute. I thought that was MDJ. Come on. Anyway, we started off talking about the offensive line, how we didn't like that, and y'all know all the reservation that we had about the offensive line, about us not getting a center and how the center gonna look. We're going into our first preseason game tomorrow night, y'all, and we're talking about an undrafted free agent quarterback looking better, probably with twos and threes, guys who won't be on this team, than our first round, number one overall quarterback. We're asking ourselves, are they hiding this guy? We're asking questions like that.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
gonna say is it a problem. It's a problem.
yeah, no one's doubting that. But who put that on us? The owner did. The owner put this shit on us. Go, you know that. And we're left holding the bag. You know, so that's why I think that going forward, we need to hold on to every damn draft pick for the next 10 years.
But Andrew, people sitting here like Ronnie saying just stay fast for 3 years.
You can't do it.
You better
Kendall,
tell him.
let me ask you
You better
something,
tell him
Kendall.
again.
Let me ask you something. You know, when you figure out averages, you always throw out the low point and the high point. So throw out the Green Bay game and throw out his worst game and look at the average of his play. And you tell me what looked different from week to week.
Nothing.
Nothing. He didn't
Nothing.
improve. So why do we think two
Nothing.
series in the preseason he's going to improve when he had 14 games, if you throw those two out, that says he didn't improve a damn bit?
Andrew, that was a great look on it. I've
Great
explained it
analogy.
10 or 15 ways, but that was a great look on it. And then I keep telling everybody about the Green Bay game. Green Bay was decimated in their secondary. That's why he threw for 300 yards for the
Well,
first time.
exactly. That's why you throw the
You see
low
how
and the
many
high out
safeties
and
they
you look
Those
at the
drafted?
average.
outliers. Yeah.
You know, you throw the high and the low out and then look at the average for the rest of the way. And they all were the same, you guys. He was throwing the ball out of bounds or in the dirt, and he was throwing for 135 yards a game. Okay? I mean, come on.
But that was the receiver's fault, right?
Yeah.
That's what they said.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that was
I
the
get it.
receiver.
He's going to get a second year. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
They spent $30 million or whatever it was to sign
Yeah.
him. They're gonna give him another look, but that's as far as it's going to go. You won't have to worry about him. And I think that's one of the reasons they're getting Plummer ready, because they may not go that long with him.
Yeah.
But
So you try to
Andrew,
tell me Plummer might be the real QB?
I'm not saying he's a franchise quarterback. What I'm saying is by game 3 or 4, he might be the guy we're going to have to go with.
And a bridge. He could be a bridge.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. See, and y'all told me, y'all, look at what I got. Look at what I'm looking at. This is, oh my God. Y'all said stop it. Y'all told me stop.
Let me give you another example. Let's look at it this
Don't
way.
do it.
If we go, let's say we go 0-4, that's possible, right? It's highly,
Yes.
it's possible. Okay, that
Yes.
means under Bryce Young, his record as a starting quarterback in the NFL would have been 2-19.
Damn. That's
How far
terrible.
do we want to go, you guys? How
terrible.
far? Yeah,
Well,
how
they
far do
said
we
give
want to
him.
go?
Old boy said give him 3 fucking years. Because
Now,
he's
you got to
saying
pull
this
the
was
plug at
Canales'
some
first
time.
year.
3 years for what?
One thing that's in the NFL that you can't do is constantly lose. And they're not going to give you many opportunities at it.
Damn
You
sure
better
ain't, Q.
learn. You damn sure better learn from these people what you're looking at. You're looking at a loser.
Hey, that's what Nick Saban said, didn't he go?
But
That's
you
what
know
he
what?
He said you don't get time with these quarterbacks to sit up there and just, he said they got to go out there right now. He said they got to go out there and do it right now. He said it's just
That's
what
right.
the game is today.
But
That's
you know what,
it is
Q?
today.
You're looking
That's
at
what
what you
everybody
say.
got to
Here's what you're
realize.
looking
That's
at.
what it is today.
You're looking at a damn good college quarterback who couldn't translate in the NFL, and I can give you a list of them if you want it. You know who they are.
Oh, yeah. Say it for Ronnie, because Ronnie need to hear this shit.
Well,
Chris Lee.
how
Shout out to
how
Chris
about
Lee.
Johnny Manziel? How about Tim Tebow? How about Tim Crouch? There's just 3 of them right
now,
there.
Andrew, he
And they
said
love
Johnny
him, and
Manziel was a
they
bad
love Tim Tebow.
example.
Yeah.
They love Tim
Tim
Tebow now.
Tebow.
Everybody loved Tim Tebow. He was a media darling.
He was a
Couldn't
praying
miss.
motherfucker.
I seen him the other motherfucking day making commercials, him and his
What you
old
call him,
lady.
Q?
Just the
He was
other
a praying
day.
motherfucker. He got on that one knee. It was over.
Yeah.
Lord will fight his battles. That nigga got up there and whoop ass once he got on that knee.
He was a strong man. Cause
Yes, he
boy,
was.
them girls was at him. I said, I don't know how he do it, boy. I don't know. I don't know.
but
Me personally, I'm not comparing Bryce to Tim Tebow or what's his name, Manziel. I think Bryce is a better quarterback than them. I think honestly, Bryce is
Huh?
not going to be
What?
good, and the only way that he would be good is if he got
What
like
evidence?
a Tua
Bryce is
treatment.
not
Like
better than Johnny Football. Johnny Football
what,
had the world in his hands in
bro?
college.
Johnny Football had Mike Evans, who he just threw it up to
Oh.
every play.
I don't give a
Oh,
damn.
okay. Jameson Crowder. Okay,
Jameson
well, what's the
Crowder is not
Bryce
difference?
Mike
Young
Evans.
and
Is
Bryce
not
Young
Mike
had
Evans. We're not
Alabama
going to do that.
and running backs who had 1,000
Galore.
yards catching.
And
Galore, Andrew. Running backs
Jamison Crowder put
galore.
up
Out of
1,500 yards.
4,000 yards in his senior year,
I thought.
1,000 yards of those
There you
receptions
go.
went to running backs. You do realize that, don't you?
Yep.
Right, but
What does that
Jamison
tell
Crowder
you?
put up 1,500 yards, though. What is you talking about? Jamison Crowder wasn't nothing. I mean,
Five
where's
yard
what
passes,
Jamison
Andrew.
Williams?
I
5
said
yard
Jameson.
passes.
I said
Exactly.
Jameson Crowder is nothing
Jamison
compared to
Williams
Mike
put up
Evans.
1,500 yards in
I meant
college.
you know what I meant, James. You know what I meant, dog.
Like I was
Jamison
I
Williams
saying,
heard
was a
somebody,
baller in Alabama.
but I heard somebody make a point earlier when y'all was talking to Run It yesterday, and they were saying like he was talking about the level of the wide receivers because they were talking about first round picks that came out of Alabama. Well, part of that might have been Bryce's fault because the fact of the matter is they were still 5-star recruits, all of them, all of them. Alabama don't recruit shit less than 5 and 4 stars. So
yeah.
what I'm telling you is those receivers had the potential to be top 10 draft picks if they had a quarterback who was highlighting them like that.
What, Red? You had players that sat on the bench for 3 years just waiting to get their damn chance to play at Alabama. Because you already knew if you got that spark, you were going to the league.
1 year. 1 year. That's
One
all it
year.
takes.
1 year.
Yeah. Look at Joe
That's what
Burrow.
kind of
That
farm
nigga
team
in the
they
league
had,
after
bro.
1 year.
That's
Yeah.
all it takes,
Bad
you.
motherfucker.
At a program like that, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
it.
sit back there and wait your turn.
All you need is 1 year of good tape in a Power 5 school like Alabama, LSU, somewhere like that. I told y'all that yesterday.
Yep.
1 year.
Mm-hmm. Look at Anthony Richardson. 1 year.
Yeah. 1 year. And your money is good.
Mm-hmm. Hell, 13 games.
That's
That's a
all it
fact.
Hey,
takes.
he like, yeah.
That shit is crazy.
So,
And
but
we
he
done
didn't have,
got
but he didn't have
3
good
years.
players when he was there, though. He didn't have good players when he was there, though.
Nah,
Stop that
he
shit,
didn't.
man. Stop
He
that
didn't.
shit.
no.
Stop that shit.
What I was saying was I don't believe Tua is that much better than Bryce Young. I don't. I think that it would take an immense amount of talent to make Bryce Young look any type of good, just like Tua is. And I think that
You right, Creekside.
If Carolina doesn't change quarterbacks, we're going to end up just like the Dolphins in a situation where we can't win a Super Bowl because we're overpaying a quarterback.
Now, when you said Creekside, they give you the Nobel Peace Prize. When I said that same shit a while ago, motherfucker jump on my ass. They jump all the way on my ass, dog.
What, that
Now,
Tua is not good?
yes,
Yeah, Tua's not a good quarterback.
Tua is a timing quarterback. I've said this multiple times. If the timing gets thrown off between him and the receivers, you could definitely see where he can't improvise enough to get that ball to them. There's an issue there. But no, I'm going to shut my
You
black
seen it
ass
against
up.
Kansas City. You seen it against Kansas City. When they
Yeah.
came up and jammed them receivers,
Mm-hmm.
it's a new ball game.
No, they ate his
Yep.
lunch. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And he can't
Y'all,
fuck with what's damn, I can't think of his name.
Spangolo?
You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about?
but
Yeah, that
yeah,
motherfucker, because Kansas City got a monster over there, man. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. Motherfucking quarterback, head coach, defensive coordinator, ownership, GMs, you name it. Them motherfuckers got a
Premium
dynasty over there,
positions.
man.
They got everything
Yeah.
right. They
Yeah, they
top
got a
5
dynasty,
at
man.
every premium position or premier position, if you want to call it that. They
Yep.
top notch at quarterback. They top notch at tackle. They top notch at on the D line. They top notch. God damn.
Q, that shit just made me sick to hear you even mention it, man. Damn.
But that's what I was telling
Most of these
somebody
are
because I
draft
think
picks, by the way.
yeah, think about it. I was telling them that's why
Yep.
a team like Cincinnati is always going to be contended. When you got
Jamar Chase, a top 5 receiver right there. You got a top 5 tackle sitting right there, left tackle. You got a top 5 quarterback. You're gonna always have a chance to get out here and compete offensively with anybody when you got top 5 at them positions.
Especially when they hitting and working together, man.
Some bad motherfuckers, man. You ain't see their coach out here getting pushed out the door. If anything, they're leaving to get other jobs.
No, they ain't getting pushed out the door.
He have to step back and let them do their job, man. And that's been a problem. That's been a big problem for y'all, man. He have to. What's the fucking point of hiring them if you ain't gonna let them do the damn job, man?
Ain't no point. But when you hire a yes man, Red, you understand what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You got to watch him. You understand? You hired him to watch him and control him. You didn't hire a guy that's gonna come in there with that cachet. If y'all hear me on my opening rant, I ain't gonna call it a soliloquy. I ain't gonna call it. I call it an opening rant. I told you over here at 2 and 5, you needed a qualified godfather. You know what I'm saying? A guy that stepped in that room and command on draft night to where he is the one that's finessing or fleecing the other guy, the other team, where we come out on top of the deal. Those are the type of dudes that we need.
And Q, that's why I know you love that your Michigan Blue and Harbaugh. But I knew from day one, I say Harbaugh is not coming here because them Harbaugh boys, they damn near crazy anyway. I said I don't give a fuck how much money Temple got.
I begged. I cried. I went down to Temple's front door at the mansion and I knocked on the door for hours. And I told him that's the nigga that's gonna take us to the promised land. But you know what Temple told me? I hired somebody that I want to think for. I hired somebody that I just want him to say yes all the damn time to what I want. I ain't hire him to think. I ain't hire him to be out here and coach. I hire him to do what the fuck I tell him to do. That's what Tepper told me.
Now get your
goddamn it, Tepper Chronicles. Yes, he did. He called the police on me. He got me the fuck up out of there.
Say he want that motherfucker to answer the phone every time he see his name show up on it, huh?
Right.
Every Monday morning.
There goes Miss Tepper.
Hey, can you see an assistant on the sideline trying to hand Q? Just think about this shit. Harbaugh is y'all head coach. He on the sideline and an assistant come up and try to hand him a phone. He said, "What's this?" That's Mr. Tepper. Harbaugh say, "You don't get the fuck out of my face."
They're gonna bring him a paper towel with a plate on it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god. I never
bring him a paper towel with a plate on it.
That shit would have been so funny.
Hey, they run this. They run it like the Deshaun Watson run this place. See if we can do this for Bryce. What?
Let me ask them, Q.
What's up?
You remember we had this show and we went down Jim Harbaugh's resume.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how can you say no to that? They come to you
national
twice
title. This guy's in Super Bowls, winning on both levels, program builder. I mean, I don't understand what you don't want about the guy unless you just personally just don't like him.
Well, let me add something, you guys, and I don't want to go too far on this, but one of my best friends, his name is Jim Harbaugh, and he's Jim Harbaugh's brother's or his uncle. Okay, I've known him he's worked for me. He actually worked for me for over 25 years. The word I got, and I won't go into detail, is he was never in play because after that first phone call with Tepper, he didn't want nothing to do with it because Jim Harbaugh wants control of the team.
Yeah.
Okay. He wants to be able to call
the
shot.
quarterback position.
Yeah.
As any coach should.
So Andrew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Andrew, are you saying that even still, for people who want to believe that Tepper has relinquished control, he hasn't?
I'm talking about when all this when the first time floating around Jim Harbaugh. Now this is Jim Harbaugh.
I hear what you're saying.
This is Jim Harbaugh's dad's brother.
Dad's brother. Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, because I'm a Carolina fan, and he doesn't talk any family business really. And I looked at him and I said, "Hey Jim, do you think we got a chance of getting your nephew?" And he just looked at me. He says, "Not with that owner, you don't."
Wow.
And that's pretty much what he said.
Wow.
Wow.
And for a lot of people who don't know, Jim Harbaugh wanted to bring in his own GM, and he wanted roster control.
Well, he's
So
gonna
what
build
Ed
it from the
is saying
ground up.
is,
Full
He's
roster
gonna build it
control.
from the ground up.
lining it
Yeah.
up. It's lining up. It's
Yeah.
lining up.
And that's the type of guy he is. That's the type of guy that a Bill Belichick is. They're
That's his
not coming
resume.
in just to coach. They're coming in to create a culture.
But Red, he shouldn't have to check
Right.
in with the owner for every goddamn transaction he got to go do. Hey, should I trade for this person? Hey, should I do this right here? Just like when we saw
The
with
owner's
Dan
supposed to
Morgan
sign checks.
in this past Hard Knocks,
That's it.
he had to check with Tepper to see if he can make a trade. He had to check with Tepper before he do it. What type of shit is that?
Right.
Ain't no shit.
You supposed to sign the damn check and that's it.
You the GM and you got to go back and sit with the owner to make a decision for football for this team. Wow.
I saw that shit how he was sitting in a chair right up there in the middle of things. Man, you know where, and not to compare the two, but you know where Arthur Blank is when they're in the war room and on draft night? He sits kind of off to the side. And
in the back of the
when
damn room.
Yeah, when the GM and when the coach talk to the player when they draft him, then they let him speak to the owner.
You know what the
get
problem
the fuck out
is?
their way, man.
The problem is you got an ultimate fan who say, I have put my money, $2 billion cash money into this franchise. And he's saying, I'm gonna do shit my way. I don't give a fuck what Kendall, what Q. I don't give a fuck how much money these boys spend on games. I don't give a fuck what they talk about. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do with my own franchise. Y'all don't like it, y'all can go somewhere else and fan somewhere else. Cause I'm gonna run this bitch into the ground. That's
Q,
what the
is
fuck I'm
it
gonna
that? Is it that? But let me ask you this: is it also partly because, and he's a very intellectual, smart, successful man.
Who?
But Tepper is.
Oh, okay.
He is. He's very successful. He's smart. You don't get to where he is by being a fucking dummy. It ain't that much luck in the world.
Outside of football, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he doesn't have football smarts. And he hasn't realized that there are guys who are smarter than him at managing and running this shit. And his best investment is to get them and let them do what they're smart enough to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then see, Red, one thing too, okay, just like you just said, okay, hedge funds numbers and stuff like that, he know it upside down, right and left. Okay?
Yeah.
That's his world. Now, you get that successful, just like you said, $1 billion successful. You're not at some point you get to the point of not being told no ever again. Understand what I'm saying? So now you go into a new venture, the NFL, football, where like Q saying you're an ultimate fan. I know I'm sitting here telling people, oh yeah, man, we should have done this, we should have. I could be totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the scouting reports. I don't have this and that guy behind me. I don't have all the analytic sheets, you know what I'm saying, from 10 years ago. So, but I'd say what I think there, that's the same way Tepper looking at shit. And he's not used to being told no. So that's dangerous. Y'all, we got some dangerous shit on our hands.
Yeah. It's like, and I'm old enough, I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember this commercial that used to come on. And it was a financial advisor, E.F. Hutton. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
I remember it, Red.
You remember that, Andrew? So the thing is, Tepper's been so successful, he is accustomed to people listening every time he talks. It ain't about whether or not people can convince him. He has to see it himself. It's just a condition that he lives in every day. When he comes downstairs to get in his car and leave the penthouse and go somewhere, everybody looks to Mr. Tepper. Mr. Tepper has to put himself, like 336 just said, he's got to put himself in the back of the room. Nobody's going to ask him, Mr. Tepper, would you go stand over there? you don't talk to people in his position like that. You just don't,
Yeah.
man.
That's what he
You
needs,
He ain't
don't.
gonna
Red.
bring
That's
that
what he
guy
needs,
in.
though.
But
That's what he
he is
needs.
never
That's
gonna
the
bring that
problem.
type
That's
of
exactly what
guy
the
in.
fuck he needs.
336. 336. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm telling you, around powerful and successful and wealthy people like that, you might say that's what he needs. But people don't get to be in that circle by running their fucking mouths around those people.
No, yeah.
No, it's not being
They
Red.
speak.
disrespectful. It's telling you in a
Let
very, very respectful manner, very professionally, that you don't know what you're doing and you need to go sit down and let us handle this. But see, ain't
Red.
If
nobody
he get
brave
Do
that
you
enough to
chance,
tell
it'll
him
be
that
imagine?
yet.
one time.
Yeah,
It'll be one
that
time
guy.
he get a chance to tell Mr. Tepper that. I
Well, that's
promise
the
you.
point, though, Red. He's gonna keep losing until somebody tells him this, or until he realizes it on his own. And I think
But
somebody's
my
gonna have to
point
tell
is,
him
oh,
this
I see
before
what
he
you're saying.
realizes
Okay,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But see,
Well,
a
See,
somebody
Dave
better get
Canales,
to his wife and
a
get her to
Dave,
tell him.
a Dave Canales would have to come in here and be successful off the rip to be able to do that.
Yeah,
Year
yeah.
one.
Results will get his attention, Goat. I agree with you.
There you
Results
go.
will get his attention, especially after all the losing he's been through. Results will
Red.
definitely get his attention. Yeah, bro. Yep.
Hi, I'm gonna run for player operations. That damn spot that they got over there, that man was beating ass at. I'm gonna get that position right there
Oh yeah,
because I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like I need to go in that front
You
office
got
and be player
you got two
personnel.
days, Q.
I,
You got
I,
6 hours in the job.
You
damn,
say he'll clean that
yeah,
motherfucker out.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
clean that bitch
yeah,
out day one. Day one, I'll
You
clean
got
this
six
whole bitch
hours.
out. You gonna see player walk
They gonna
around. They gonna
fire
be
you in
holding.
6 hours.
They'll be holding their goddamn lips together, trying not to say nothing to me. Cause your ass getting up out of here. You got to go. You can't stay here.
I
First
love to see that
motherfuckers,
shit there, Q.
I'm going straight to the quarterback. I'm gonna say it starts with you. A fish rock from the head down. You get the fuck out.
You
Next,
know
I'm
what?
going to
Q,
I'm going to the
Q, guess
running
what?
back. Miles Sanders, you traded.
Somebody be trying to come to the house and get your wife. We can't calm him down. Can you please come get this motherfucker out the locker room?
Look, they better be glad I ain't making these transactions with my pistol sitting beside me. That goddamn it, I'm doing it the
God
nice way. I'm
damn.
telling you to get the fuck
Okay.
home.
Okay.
Now you don't want me to be
Oh shit.
irrational.
when you tell the quarterback that he gonna get on his cell phone, he get ready to call upstairs.
I don't give a fuck
Unfortunately.
Oh,
what he talking about. I'm gonna tell Tepper, look, my way works. Your way, we tried your way. How they say it on the gridiron game? Your way got you here.
Yeah.
You your way got you here. Now you do things my way, the
They'll fire you
Mustang
in two
way.
hours, Q.
Yeah, well,
2 hours
well,
they can
guess
fire
what?
Damn,
you.
336. You done took
I'll
it from
take
2 days to 2 hours?
2 hours.
I'll take that seven,
336.
$800,000 for 2 hours then.
Damn right. Do I get
Hey,
a
I
guaranteed
got a call,
contract?
y'all. I'm gonna check
Long as
back
I
in.
get a guaranteed
Yeah,
contract, I'll be all right. They can
yes,
fire me
sir.
in 2 hours. Long as that ink dry.
I'm trying to tell you, I'll take that payment. I
I'd be
can't take it, man.
arrested.
You going too, Kitty?
Yeah, but somebody gonna have to come bail me out of jail.
God
Whoa.
damn.
Oh,
Not
y'all
the
rough.
jail, Kitty. What you gonna do? You sound a little angry.
I'm going straight to the top.
Oh, you gonna bleach shit. You gonna bleach Tepper shit, huh?
Yeah. My favorite weapon is a manual can opener. You can draw your own conclusions from that.
Well,
God damn.
cut some damn body.
Slice up.
Okay.
Okay.
Slicing.
Kitty, what
But
you doing right there in spare time, man? You shouldn't be slicing nobody up, man. What you got going on?
Well, my
Can
ex-husband
opener.
shouldn't have left me the way he did.
You say your ex-husband did what?
He shouldn't have been messing with me the way he did.
What he do?
don't cut him. Don't let him live.
Talk to me, Kitty. This gonna turn into a
Let
Kitty's
him.
therapy session right now. Talk to me, Kitty. What he do? What he do?
I had just given birth to our 9-pound son, and I was trying to open a can of formula, and he kept goosing me, and I kept trying to tell him to stop. He didn't stop, and that was all I had in my hand. So,
God damn. He still alive?
yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, okay. Y'all got a great relationship now? Did he understand, or is he still there with you?
Oh, he got the
Oh
motherfucking picture.
no, no,
He got
no. We divorced. We divorced after the 8 women behind my back and all the pool balls that got thrown at him and the pool cues that beat up his car and stuff getting thrown at him and got the law called on me by my own family.
God
yeah, he
damn.
got the motherfucking picture. He got the picture.
Kitty, Kitty. You say the 8 women.
Mhm.
So
You heard it.
Kitty, he fucking is what you telling me. He was
Oh
fucking.
yeah, he was.
How did you
Yeah,
feel
he
about that?
was. Well, I let.
God damn, Kitty. You know what? Y'all look to y'all elders, man. Kitty is here to show y'all the way to go. God damn.
That's why she put that can open on his ass. He got the damn picture. Yes, sir. He realized.
Oh my God.
I bet he ran the fuck
I
up
mean
out that
that's
house
gonna wake your
that day.
ass up if nothing else.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, he was a
yeah.
weak
That'll
one. He
wake your
didn't like
ass
to
up.
fight.
A weak one. Lord have
Yeah, he
mercy.
didn't like to fight.
So Kitty, you like a man aggressive. You like him to beat you half to death, or what you got going on?
No, I just want one
Cause
that's
I
gonna
know
argue with me.
That's a little
argue.
yeah, yeah. Don't back down. She don't want a Frank or a Canales.
Uh-huh. So you toxic, Kitty, is what you saying.
No, not as bad as I used to be. No, not as bad as I used to be. I got me a good
God.
one now. I got me a good one now. He likes to argue with me when I argue, but we can walk away for 30 minutes and we're fine. So I got me a good
Yeah,
one now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It make
yeah,
it make
yeah,
it make
yeah.
the getting back together so much more passionate, doesn't
Oh
it?
yeah, love that clanking, love that clanking.
Oh my God. Look at here. Look to the
You can't
hills.
have a yes man. You cannot have a yes man. I'm sorry, you can't.
You
Oh
can't
my
have a
God.
yes
I got to
man.
have one with a
It don't
backbone.
it don't work, Q.
I
I
see
done
that.
I've been telling y'all since this dude got off the plane. And I know y'all like him. I know, oh, I love his upbeat attitude. I love this and I love that. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all what this guy was. Now everybody talking about the playbook, talking about the scheme and all that. We shall see. The rubber is getting ready to meet the road. Hell, we'll see what the playbook gonna look like with Jake and Jack. See if they move the ball with the
Oh,
tools.
this sound like some fairy tale shit. Jake and Jack at quarterback.
Jake and Jack
Listen
at quarterback.
listen to this shit here.
And
Well,
I
I'll take
understand
it.
what Andrew said. With Andy being hurt, okay, that's insurance. Okay, we don't play him. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with going into New England and not playing Bryce Young. But I want to see this offensive line. You will see it next week against the Jets.
Yeah.
You shall see it. Bryce is not going to be able to hide next week now. You're going to see what Xavier Leggett. I don't give a fuck if he got a poor hamstring, whatever. His ass gonna have to get out there on that field. You're gonna see what he got. Mingo, all of them.
And Dale, do you have the same Cash App address that you had all along?
Yes, sir.
Oh well, I sent. The only reason I asked, I sent a Cash App and it hasn't gone
Oh
through.
yeah, and I'm sorry that Andrew. I'm sorry to read it out. My fault, buddy. I'm in a whole nother world when
No,
I
I
get to
just wanted to
talking.
make sure it went through.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that cash out, Andrew. Appreciate the cash out. I was sitting there in another world. I'm sitting there thinking about this team. I be going. Read the money. I appreciate that, Andrew.
no problem.
But man,
Yeah, yeah.
we I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all. I say everybody up here. So now knowing what we know, what are the expectations? We always said temper your expectations. 3-3-6. What's your expectations, buddy?
Expectations as far as what, the season or preseason or
Far
what?
as the season, yeah, the season. We get tomorrow will be the first preseason game. Not seeing anything. Are you still thinking what you were thinking this summer? Is this a four,
Yeah, it's
five
the same
win
for
team?
me.
Whatever. What's
Yeah,
your expectation? You see anything different now? Going to the
I don't see any
you
more than
haven't 4
5 wins.
5. You didn't see, so you don't see nothing after you seen the scrimmage,
No,
the family day, the get along day, the whole hands day, whatever it was called. After you seen the blueprint and all that shit, what you looking at now? The same.
I'm seeing something similar to last year. Just to be honest with you, I mean things could be slightly better in certain areas, but overall as a team, man, I don't see anything too much different. You got Mr. Smiley as coach. All he do is walk around smiling and putting on chapstick.
Mr.
It
Smiley.
ain't no different to me, man.
Andrew, I asked you the same question, Andrew.
Well, I don't see us getting more than 6, possibly 7 wins. But what I want to see is I want to see the team move the football. I want to see the offense move the football. And if you can't move it, then get the guy who's running the damn quarterback position, get him up the hell out of here, and let's put someone out there and try to move the ball. Because you're not going
Miss
to
Kitty.
win. You're not going to win unless you score points. That's the name of the game.
I know that. I know that. Miss Kitty, same question. Have your expectations changed any? Oh, she must be cutting nobody. Q.
Oh God. Oh my
You
God.
wrong for that, Kendall. You wrong for that.
Damn
What
that
Wiley?
Wiley.
What
Wiley,
Can
hey
you
you
hear
Miss
got
me?
Kitty, what have your
2 days in
expectations
a row?
changed? Yeah, she ain't
Can you
been in
hear me?
jail.
Damn.
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay. I said I don't expect more than 2, maybe 3 if we're lucky, but I do want to see some shots taken downfield just to see. I would like to see them get some reps for each quarterback in the preseason games, but I got to commend Andrew, man. Every time he comes in here, he calms the storm. This man is the ambassador of domestic affairs for this podcast.
Yes,
So
sir.
I got to
Yes,
give
sir.
him
Voice
props.
of reason. The voice of reason.
Talking about
Voice
angry
of reason.
man. Oh my God, that is
Wiley,
wild.
what's your expectations, Wiley?
Man, three and a possible. Three and a possible wins. That's it.
Oh man,
Nigga playing spades.
Hey,
there he
all
is.
hey, that's about it, baby.
You over here counting books. God
Hey,
Hey,
damn,
Pop.
three
hey,
in the
and them
possible.
books are them books are funky too.
Damn,
Lord
Wiley.
have mercy.
Okay, look. Wiley. I mean Pop. Still there?
Yo,
What Pop? Has your expectations changed? You went to training camp, Pop. You sat there in the sun. Has your expectations changed from free agency or anything else from the draft? Has your expectations changed?
I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot, but I expected, you know what I'm saying, to see some. I was expecting this to be a new regime to do things a little bit different instead of turning and doing the same old thing as usual. I mean, the season ain't started yet. We don't know what's ahead of us, but I don't like the way things are going. Too many injuries, which they can't help that. But if you, like I said, they could have got ahead of the carriage by now.
Damn, man, Pop, you sound disappointed.
Yeah, Pop.
It's all good. Ain't nothing for me to get excited about. It's all good.
God damn. Took that nigga joy.
Damn, Pop. Q. Same
Yeah,
question.
yeah. My expectations for this season start off. I think I probably been the only cat when we put the schedule out there and say we might go 0-7, 0-8 starting off. So uh they about the same for me. I see us winning more games this year? That's a positive hell no. But let me tell you like this, man. Do I expect to see competitive games this year? I expect it to at least be competitive because last year we was getting our ass kicked so much every week.
Mm.
So at least this year, I know I can hang my hat on this number 4 defense that I know Evero is going to probably have these boys up here playing out of their mind. I can hang that. I can bank that. That I can take to the bank. Shit else, special teams, don't know what the fuck they gonna be. Offense, I got to see it to believe it. And that's how I feel for this year. I got to see it to believe it, cuz.
Let me ask everybody this right here. Q just knocked on special team. Y'all seen it on the Hall of Fame game. What about this kickoff shit? Did it look weird to y'all?
I mean, it did for me. It was funny seeing it. Just it'll take some adjusting to get to, if you ask me.
It looked weird to me, man. I
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Mm-mm. But hey, with change, it takes probably a year before we get used to it. But yeah, it don't look right, and I guess it's gonna reduce injuries, but I don't know.
Yeah, I I,
How's it
I I'm
gonna?
I'm I'm I'm
I,
right
I
there
don't
with
know
you.
how it's going to reduce injuries when you consider probably 90% of the kicks off last year went out of the end zone. So you know,
There you go, Andrew. There you go. You're right. Hell, they kicking the motherfucker out the end zone any damn way.
yeah, and you're not going to get anybody hurt that way. Now they're going to have them running. They're going to get hurt.
Andrew, I was just repeating back there, the points that they made initially. I was like, why are we doing this? And you're right, there was a lot of kicks out the end zone, but you can't necessarily count on that.
Right.
And then DCAS said it should be a breeze for guys like Blackshear or whatever. I mean, y'all think we'll have anybody run one back with these new rules and shit like that?
I think so. I can see Blackshear going all the way.
Yeah, I can see. I think we'll break one.
Think so? Who pop your guy ISM?
Yeah, but there's another guy that they got that's really fast. I think his name is Devin
Tompkins.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be pretty nasty. So, but go they all our guys, man. They're the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, man, hey, look, man, tomorrow night, man, like, damn, oh. I'm disappointed. I did want to see the ones offense for a little bit, but I guess I got to wait the next week. Like a good movie series or something like that. I guess I got to wait the next week. They left me on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger. So, but his ass better be out there next week now. I promise you. It's gonna be trouble in the city.
Yeah. Man, especially for tomorrow. Being that the game is tomorrow, probably won't do no Black Cat after dark. We'll probably try to do something during the day because it'll be game
Yeah,
day activities for the entire goddamn squad. So I
yeah,
want to see us, come together. It's game day tomorrow. Hopefully we can capture a W or see something that's beneficial from this preseason. Something at least.
yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, we see some
Well,
good offensive and defensive line play. If we
Yeah,
can
I want
get
to see us
that,
run that ball.
yeah, if we can get that, I think we'll know where we stand in that. If you're good in the trenches, then you can build on that. But if you're horrible in
oh
the
yeah,
trenches,
yeah, yeah,
like we were last year, it's gonna be a rough year.
yeah.
It
You
started
got that
alive
right.
because we were talking about Taylor Moton and we were talking about Austin Corbett getting their ass beat at practice all week long. You seen them clips?
I
No?
did, but hopefully that's just Brown and our guys being so dominant.
God damn. Atron Robinson, journeyman run blocker. All of a sudden he a pass rusher now.
Hey man, hey Q, hey Q. I know I said a three and a possible. Can I have a little hope, Q? You ain't gotta just.
I ain't gonna kill your hope, but I'm just trying to keep it real with you. The shit is
Ah,
a
yeah.
nigga
Just a
that's
little.
never done that his whole career
Yeah,
out
that.
here looking like goddamn. He looking like Warren Sapp out there in the motherfucking middle. Come on
Mm,
now. They make the
mm.
man look like Warren Sapp out there. It's a
Well,
damn shame.
it is. That is a shame now. But I
Davion
guess we can.
Clowney, Nick Bosa for the week.
Okay.
That telling you what this fucking
Hey,
line looking
hey, hey,
like.
hey, 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 Wiley. A. Sean Robinson has
Yeah.
7 for the career, for his career. 7 sacks for his career.
Okay.
He been
It's
in the
no, he
league
shouldn't
damn
even
near
be
close to
nowhere
10
near,
years, 8 years.
nowhere near the motherfucking backfield, bro. Nowhere near the backfield. He getting penetration on this on your starting center.
Well.
Pretty bad. Hey, well, Josie Jewell had a pick Saturday.
A diving one at that. A
Yeah.
diving pick. Lord have mercy.
Come on, man.
7 sacks for his career. I get to it, run it down. When he played for the New York,
Mm,
beside Dexter Lawrence, the motherfucker had 0 sacks. Beside Dexter Lawrence. Come on, man. Don't you think Dexter gonna get a double team at some point in the game to free you up?
yeah. I don't
I
disagree
would,
with
yeah, I would damn sure think so.
Here we go.
Then in LA, guess who he played beside? Huh? They want to give him a Hall of Fame jacket right now. And he just retired.
Mm,
Guess how
mm,
many he
mm,
had? Over there. 0 again.
mm.
Man, fuck it, I'm gonna stop. I ain't even going no damn more. I just named 2 of the best in the game that you were just playing beside. And you ain't had no sacks. I'm done, man. But fuck it. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck it.
Come on now, go.
Fuck
Calm down, go. Calm down, go. Golly.
it. Fuck
You like walk off the ledge, Wiley. Walk off the ledge like, hey, go. Come on, slow down.
But now everybody's like, hey, Sean Robinson getting ready to do all this and do all that. I'm scratching my head the whole time. Who the fuck is y'all talking about? Huh?
Mm,
Really? Oh, well, he came over here. Now he getting ready. Oh, okay. We changing people now.
yeah. That what we
Yeah,
do?
we changing people now.
They
Oh,
had a
well,
new
no, no.
uniform, go. They had a new uniform. What's wrong with
Uh,
you? What's wrong with you?
Q called him a journeyman. How many teams you got to be on to be a journeyman, Q?
Multiple. More than one. At
What,
least
what,
two to
what,
three.
well, he been
Well,
on
we
This
3.
bitch have
He
been on
been in
like
LA.
14, man.
Yeah,
here
yeah.
we go. Yeah.
He been on, well, yeah. This is 14. This is 14. So
Fourth
certified.
goddamn team.
This,
He's a
this is
certified
14.
journeyman, cuz.
Yeah, certified
He
journeyman.
the Luke
Certified
McCown of tackles. Here we go.
journeyman. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Ah, damn, I reckon.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, go. See, every now and then you gotta let a brother have some hope. You like, nah. You ain't gonna
Yeah,
let me have no
all I'm
hope.
doing, hey, I'm just a
I ain't
messenger.
gonna lie to
I'm
you. I'm
getting
gonna tell you like it is.
yeah.
Yeah, well. Every
Look,
now
you
and
see
then
what
act
you
like the tooth
doing?
fairy. Act like the tooth fairy. Like once a day.
Yeah, but you want that fairy tale shit, and that fairy tale shit don't live over here, Wiley. I didn't tell you
I
that.
know.
It
I
don't
know.
live.
I know.
You need the truth. The truth shall set you free.
I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
And that means either one or two things. Bryce Young gonna be his ass the whole season, and
Hmm?
my three and a possible gonna be one win, or
Hmm?
Sean Robinson's just that dominant. Which one is it?
Well, I be damn.
I can tell you which one it ain't gonna
It's
be.
one of the two. It's one of the two. It's one of the two.
I can tell you that.
I'm
Wow.
just saying.
Well,
Lord have
at
mercy.
the end of that, it is what it is. Yeah, damn. It is what it is. we'll see
We just
tomorrow.
spent a
We'll
lot of
see.
money on the interior line. Oh Jesus.
Now you better be
Well, on the
careful while
offensive
they
side or
see your
defensive
pocket
side?
watching.
No, it ain't no pocket watching. I'm just saying you upgraded the offensive
Uh-huh.
line. Forget how much money they've got. I'm just saying you're supposed to upgrade it. That means they should not be doing that.
But at the end of the day, Wiley, you didn't do what you really. We didn't do nothing
Here
but
we
get
go.
two guards. We didn't really do nothing but get two guards. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, but I'm talking about interiorly. They should not be running up the gut like that.
Mm,
Well, you
mm,
didn't get a
mm.
center.
They said we had one go.
Oh shit.
I'm not going there. I'm not going. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew
We
I
gonna
was.
find
You
out.
know.
We gonna find. I know. I know. Just
You
messing
go
with you.
look at the
We
mock
go.
Yeah, it
drafts.
is.
I drafted a center. I drafted a
And
center.
hey, it was. Watch this. It was a center. Remember, it was safety and all this other stuff. And we
Man,
did
we
what we
passed
do.
over a
Come
center
on,
three
man.
times, bro. We passed
Man, we
over a
passed
center
up all
three
kind
times.
of stuff.
3 times. 3 times. This was a lineman draft. This was the best lineman draft probably in the last at least 4 years. And I'd say
Mm.
5 years. I'd be safe to say that. Heavy, heavy. Every position you wanted. Guard, tackle. More tackles
Well,
came out the probably than ever. I don't know. I go out there and say that too. We had how many? It was about 7 that was drafted in the first round.
yeah. Well,
Man, stop that, man.
I look at it like this, go. We must have a brand new coaching staff that has brand new scouts, right?
I'll be damned.
Well, they done did that twice.
No,
Stop
you
that
said all
shit,
that.
Wiley. Stop that shit, Wiley. They done
Lord
revamped
have
this.
mercy.
Man, stop that shit, Wiley.
I know,
They
I
done
know,
done
I
that
know,
twice.
I know.
Lord have
We finna get ready for the season. We gonna, tomorrow starts the opportunities to see what we got, and I'm just saying, I hope that Robinson is the guy and he just jumping off the screen. If not, well, I may have to go back down to one win versus three in a possible.
Man, I don't know. I'm sitting here on this one right here, and I'm getting more discouraged. Now, if I see some shit tomorrow, cause y'all know what? One thing I was thinking, I said, well, man, we do got a little bit better depth. You know what I'm saying on this team across the
Mm,
offensive line, defensive line, whatever. Because they were saying, okay, you had Corbin and you had Brady Christian. Even K Mays was taking some center snaps, and I was like, well, at least you got, but you ain't got nothing but bodies there. It ain't like you got an experienced center. They ain't say nothing about the undrafted center that from Iowa or wherever he was at, somewhere Iowa State or where he from.
With it, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, yeah, Oklahoma State or something like that. Where's he at? I ain't heard nothing about it. These were all
yeah.
guards. These was all guards that was already here
hmm I
on the
don't
depth
disagree
chart.
with you. I don't disagree with you. And the thing about you prioritize all kind of stuff, and I don't think you prioritize protecting that young man, and I think that's horrible. Personally, we're gonna judge him harshly, but harshly based on the play he has this season. But if he's not comfortable in the pocket, he already showed you what he's gonna look like. So at least we should have made him comfortable in the pocket so we can actually evaluate him.
We ain't seen that yet. We ain't seen that yet. We ain't seen that yet. If I've been doing something for years, Wiley, I believe I'm gonna continue to do it when that heat get in the kitchen now. It's gonna take you. Remember Cam Newton? We used to talk shit about Cam Newton practicing another throwing motion. Cam Newton working on his mechanics.
Yep. Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
hmm
Okay. Just
Oh, I
hey,
remember
keep
all. I remember all that.
yeah.
But the thing is, Cam Newton didn't have this much babying. I ain't seen this much babying in my
Oh
life.
no, never, never, never. They wouldn't let Cam Newton get away with none of this shit here.
Mm-mm.
I ain't talking about half.
No.
I said none of it.
Mm-mm. But it
hell,
is what it
they
is,
they
and
whine about him having a towel over his damn head.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah. They did. They did. That was
They
that was
didn't
the
want the
big
nigga
thing.
to wear a suit after the game. Talking about he dressed like Medea.
Mm.
Everything he used to do used to go viral.
Yeah, he
Everything.
yeah he used to go viral, but at least you knew you had a competent quarterback. Now, I wish they'd have got a center, so at least we could actually say, okay, the line is good. Now we can evaluate the They gonna give him another season based on the play of the line. That's ridiculous, man. Mm. You already see it's baked in. What's up, Leo?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's up? What's up? I hope everybody's doing fine. I ain't gonna hold you up. I got a
Yes,
theory.
sir.
I think that the coach want Plummer to play. I think the coach prefer Plummer as his quarterback as opposed to Bryce. That's just a theory of mine. That's what I think because it's kind of odd that the person who ain't done nothing gets like a break. Like it don't work like that.
I agree with you.
That
That's
Canales
not
thing.
unreasonable, Leo. That's not
Yeah,
unreasonable.
yeah.
It's not unreasonable.
You
He
said
hasn't earned the
Plummer
break. He hasn't earned the break.
Yeah, Bryce ain't earned no break.
Plummer looks better than Bryce right now. That Canales think Plummer looks better than Bryce right now.
That's what I believe theoretically because I mean the coach it'd be to his detriment to come out and say that publicly. But I mean, there's no reason he hasn't given a justifiable reason why Bryce is not playing. He's not hurt. And then people got to think about this when we do the joint practice against the Jets got a top 10 defense. And they got some real serious players on their team. So
Yes, sir.
they'll definitely make Bryce look like a high school player. So I think the coach want to see what Jake can do or Jack. I'm sorry, and the other guy. And then once he play against the Jets, I will be very surprised if Bryce get a lot of burn against the Jets in the joint practice.
Hey, did you hear what Andrew said earlier? He brought up a
Mm.
very good point.
Oh no, I missed it.
You know Andy
What
Dalton hurt. You know Andy Dalton hurt, right?
yes, sir.
So I mean, do you still go out there and play Bryce? You know what I'm saying tomorrow night with Andy being hurt?
But Kendall, this
It's
this this
preseason.
pro
Come
this
on,
pre
man.
this preseason, but it's the pros. You still got to see. Like I say, Bryce, his year doesn't warrant him to get a break. If CJ, if
Mm.
Richardson and all them boys are playing in the preseason, whether they play one
Yep.
snap or one quarter, Bryce ain't earned the right. So if he not hurt, then what's the reason for him not playing?
He gotta
Because
Well,
play.
the,
that circumstance don't Leo like the backup is hurt. You don't want to hurt the damn starter now. If you hurt the starter now, you fucked up. If the backup already hurt, makes a little sense.
But if your starter is playing like a 33rd quarterback in the league
exactly,
last
yeah.
year, he need reps, man. Come
How
on
do
now.
how exactly how do we
Look,
know that Bryce is that much better than Jack Plummer? How do we know that? Jack ain't played no season. He ain't played.
hey, y'all got the last one to sit up here and argue with y'all about that.
No,
I'm
no,
with you.
I know.
I'm just saying, right there, I give that a little validity. Like, yo, okay, I can see that. Like, okay, if at least we got the season is coming up in 3 weeks, and if the backup is already hurt, I can't risk hurting the starter. I see that. That's all I'm saying. But
Oh, I
I
got you.
understand exactly what y'all saying. Like Wiley just said, if the starter already playing like the 33rd, 34th quarterback in the league right now, he got to get them reps. Got to.
Yeah.
Everywhere
But
he
hey,
can.
Kendall, if they're not giving them the reps in joint practice where you control everything, then there's something wrong, man. There's something wrong.
Yeah, we gonna see in the joint practice. If he ain't out
Yeah,
there,
he got to get all those reps because he need them all.
Y'all
he
heard
need to
me.
play.
Ain't
Yeah.
no hiding next week now. Ain't no way
Amen.
you couldn't hide him. Uh, God couldn't hide that joker
And can you
next
say
week.
you can't hide a neon green egg in the grass. Nah,
No,
when you playing, it's time to play. Yeah, I don't know.
man.
Like I say, it's a won't be a wash this season. If we win 2 or 3 games, it is what it is. I'm just waiting on the off season. I'm gonna keep my eye on number 5 in Indy, and I'm a football fan this year. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, but I'm gonna be watching football in general because I don't expect much from the team that I root for, which is okay. You know, it is what it
Yeah, and I'm with you on that right there, Leo. And
is.
that's bad, man. That's bad
That's
business.
bad, bro. That's
So what?
bad.
I,
Man,
This been bad. Even when Jimmy Clausen was the quarterback, I'm like, okay, let's see what we gonna do. But
oh Jesus, no, you didn't,
I
Leo.
did. I
No,
mean,
you
I'm
I
didn't.
thought
not.
Jimmy Clausen. I
Well,
thought Jimmy
they
at
had a
Notre
good
Dame.
Yeah,
Jimmy
sense.
Clausen wasn't bad at Notre Dame.
Jimmy went
They
bad
had a
at
good
Notre
sense
Dame,
to move
Dolly.
off of him after 1 year, though. At least they had that sense.
That's true. That's true. But yeah. That's very
Ron
true.
Rivera wasn't banking his job on no damn Jimmy Clausen.
Hell no.
Hmm.
Hell no.
Now they need to learn from the past and look at this shit and move forward.
Yeah, I pray. I hope David Tepper and them do that. I hope they do, man, because it ain't gonna look good, man. I ain't got nothing against the young man, but you know, he not an NFL quarterback. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you saw that, man. We drafted Jimmy Clausen, man, and like everybody said, Jimmy played had a hell of a season in Notre
Hell of
Dame.
a season at Notre Dame. Hell of a quarterback.
We moved on from his ass so goddamn quick. Didn't make no sense.
Hey, look, when they saw what Cam was doing in fucking Auburn, man, you better draft that motherfucker. Don't be playing around.
Well, no, because they was trying to get that boy that went to
You talking
Jacksonville,
about Gat? What's his
Blaine
name? Is it
Gabbert. Man, the
Man?
Panthers came that close to drafting that motherfucker over Cam. And
Wow.
it came down to him sitting down with John Gruden before the draft, and he
Mm-hmm.
was showcasing his X's and O's in the Gruden camp. And that's when
Mm-hmm.
John Gruden put it out there. He said, "Put out the biggest misconception that people have of you." And Cam
Mm-hmm.
Newton said, "People think I don't know my X's and O's. People thinking I'm a selfish player, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
a team player." Now be
Mm-hmm.
mindful. The whole notion of the storyline up there: who the Panthers gonna take, Blaine Gabbert or Cam Newton? Now, yes, Cam won a national championship, and yes, he's physically gifted, but they always question his ability to throw the football and his ability
Mm-hmm.
to read defenses. They say he couldn't read defenses, was the number one knock against Cam. And what did he do? Man, that boy picked that shit up so quick it wasn't even easy. It was so easy the way he did it. That just showed no matter what they kind of box they put you in, as long as you know and you got the physical intangibles to do it, don't let nobody limit you, bro.
Now Cam, he he's a phenomenal football player. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He was a phenomenal football player. He did good for the team. He whether he is he a Hall of Fame football player? You know, I'm tossing and turning with that because I'm kind of putting him
No,
in.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
mean, statistically
no.
wise, no. But what they're gonna do is, let me tell you what they're gonna do, brother. Wise,
Go
they
ahead.
gon'
Go ahead.
they gonna put him in for them touchdowns. It's gonna be a while, but for the touchdowns though, unless Lamar Jackson break the touchdown record. But
Well, you got to look at what you had in Cam Newton because for a short period of time, he was a phenom in his own right because you had a quarterback that transcended the NFL for a little while. I mean, he had old people, young people dabbing and doing shit like that because he was doing it in such a way nobody had ever seen. Like I
no,
said,
I
when you
disagree with you, Q, because
You,
last time
on
I
our
checked, but
magical run,
Steve,
on our
Steve
magical
McNair,
run,
Steve McNair was more consistent, and he was the same type of football player.
nah, Steve McNair wasn't scoring in the same ability as Cam Newton was. When you put 10
He was
plus
throwing the ball,
on the
brother. He was
ground,
throwing the ball.
well, there
McNair
you
was,
go. That's what I'm talking about. They were
but he was
different,
running
Leo.
too, though. He was running the ball
He
too.
was running too, but Cam Newton made a living off of running. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
well, they put him in the Hall of Fame for the running. But if Lamar break the touchdown record, then Cam won't get in. If Lamar break the touchdown record
You're right, Dale. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
because
There's only
yeah,
5 quarterbacks in the history of the NFL of the Hall of Fame that are in the Hall of Fame who haven't won a Super Bowl. Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls. He's not even in the Hall of Fame. And you got to remember the guy who puts you in the Hall of Fame. The sports writers do. Okay.
yeah, and
yep.
like
And
yeah,
all of them hate Cam.
Cam, you know,
All of them hate. Say that,
he's
Andrew.
sullying the
Say that,
waters on his
Andrew.
name. Did he retire yet? Oh, he ain't retired yet.
No, he hasn't officially
I don't believe
retired
he
yet.
retired yet. I don't believe he
Cam
officially
got to
retired.
call it a day so he can get in there soon because Aaron Rodgers, I think next year, his last year, it's gonna be hard. So they
So
gonna go
think
put you
about
in
it.
who you went in with, who you going in, who you go out with.
Eli, all them other
Hey,
boys from the Chargers, he going in before Cam. Um, like I said, when you got Eli, Ben,
Ben Roethlisberger going in. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Cam better hurry and call it a day.
yeah.
let me ask y'all a question. Do anybody know why we didn't have a first round pick in 2010?
2010. Oh, I don't even know, brother. No, we did. We drafted Everett. Let me draft Everett.
Nah, I don't see. We didn't draft
You
two. We
talking about Everett
drafted Jimmy
Brown?
Yeah, remember
at number
Everett Brown? I
48.
think we drafted him first round in 2010.
We
I'm
drafted him
looking
at
at it
no,
right
we got him
now.
in the second round. We had two second round picks that year. We
Yeah,
had
we
two second
drafted
rounds
Jimmy
instead of
at
a first round.
48.
That's
Why
interesting.
why
I
we didn't
wow.
why we didn't have a first
I'm
round
talking about
pick?
the year Everett Brown. We got him. We first round pick. He didn't come in the same class as Jimmy.
So who was the first pick for the Panthers in 2000?
It, it looks like Jimmy at 48.
Oh wow, I'm
You
gonna
talking
look
about
that up.
2010? Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy was. You when you
But
mentioned
we
Everett Brown was taking a couple of drafts before.
years before. So 2010 was it Charles Johnson? Nah, he got
No,
third. He was
Charles
he was a
Johnson been in
third
there for a
round pick.
minute.
I wonder who was the first round pick for the Panthers. Yo, that's
You
a
say
good question. I'm gonna look.
2010?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that.
I don't see we had a first round pick. Something happened. We had to get it up or
2010.
something. But I don't
I'm
We
gonna
had a
Google that,
second
man.
round pick of Jimmy Clausen, a third round pick of Brandon LaFell, Amani Edwards, Eric Norwood in the fourth round, Greg Hardy in the sixth round, David
yeah.
Geddes in the sixth round wide receiver, Jordan Pugh, defensive back, Tony Pike, R.J. Stanford, and Robert McLean, the seventh round pick. We had a that was a think about it. We
That was a
got
good
good
pick. That was a good
trade
job. Yeah,
off of LaFell. Amani Edwards was a backup quarterback that they turned into a special teamer.
yeah,
Greg Hardy was a Pro Bowler eventually,
yeah.
After 4
and
years.
Gaddis was he was a
Oh
serviceable
yeah,
wide
Geddes.
receiver.
He just kept getting hurt. Um,
Hmm
I don't know who was the first round pick. I'm gonna Google that. I wonder who was if we said we didn't have one, so I wonder what
No, we
happened.
didn't have one. We didn't have
That's
one.
interesting. I want to see what happened. But I just
I
want to
think them
call
boys
and share my
gambled.
opinion on that, Matt. I'm gonna continue to listen in, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
No doubt. Appreciate it,
So,
Leo.
hmm,
Yeah, we had to get somebody that pick, man.
see,
We traded out that pick somewhere.
previous season we didn't have a first round either. I'm looking at that right now. We didn't have first round picks them two seasons at all. Because the season before that we took Everett Brown, Sherrod Martin, Corey Irvin, Mike Goodson in the fourth round, Tony Fiametta, the running back that we turned into a fullback, Duke Robinson, the guard, and Captain Mullen in the seventh round. So 2 years, 2009, 2010, we didn't have a first round pick.
We had to trade with somebody somewhere. And it's probably for a quarterback, y'all. We've been fucking over quarterback.
This what it was. This what it was. Go. We traded to get Jeff Otar 2008. We had two first round picks. Remember, we had Jonathan Stewart in that first round. Then we traded up and got Otar, the tackle. So that's we gave one of our
We gave
future
up that
picks.
2010 future pick. Okay, to who?
I don't remember who. I don't remember who we traded to, but I remember the trade being for Jeff Otar. Because we took Stewart in the top of the 13th. That's a running back we took with pick 13, and Jeff Otar with pick 19. Picks back to back almost. That was a good class too. Charles Godfrey, Dan Connor, the linebacker, Jeff
I
Schwartz.
see it. I see it now. I see it now. Lord God, we traded to Kansas City.
Damn, that is right. Because they pick up the tackle Schwartz off of us too.
Yep. There it is right there. Acquired from Kansas City, number 5 pick. And they picked number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the reason why them jokers is where they at now. Thank you, Carolina.
Yeah.
Gee.
Come on now.
2009, we didn't have a first
I
round.
don't know
All
if it was that one pick.
right.
I don't know if it was that one pick. Hey, we went through this. We did a lot. a lot of horrible things.
But see,
Oh,
we were still
Jesus.
competitive without a first round pick, though. I mean,
True.
yeah, we had our downtime in 2009, and yes, because we had, I think, Matt Moore at quarterback at the time, because we was
Yeah,
going through the Tommy
yeah.
John
We were going
season
through quarterback.
with Jake Delhomme.
With Jake. Yeah.
And the next season we went and draft, like I said, little young fella, and we got him. Clausen wasn't no goddamn better. And we did that season with Clausen, and then they bench him at some point in time, put Matt Moore back in there. Then they say, fuck it, we're going to get us a quarterback this next year.
We got a #1 pick. Yeah, we're gonna get a
Yeah,
quarterback.
going to get a
That's
quarterback.
I went to research that right quick to say that we have gotten off a quarterback, high pick quarterback, because I guess they'd have picked Jimmy. That's the year Sam Bradford went #1, y'all, in that draft. Sam Bradford. Okay? They would have picked Jimmy at some point because we would have been picking 5.
I think Jimmy fell in our lap because they were expecting one of those other teams to get Jimmy. And at the top of the second round, when we got there, them boys said, "Oh, Jimmy's still here? Oh, fuck it, we're going to take him." Because Mayock was one of the main motherfuckers I remember talking about he's the most NFL ready quarterback. He's going to do well
I
in
don't see another
Carolina.
quarterback come off that board
Mayock,
though.
come on, man.
I remember Mayock like yesterday
I
when he
don't see
said that.
they were
Eh,
after Sam. There wasn't another quarterback that came off that board. Q.
Nah, I don't remember. No.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we'd have picked Jimmy high,
Nobody
Possibly.
and then
wanted Jimmy.
they got off his ass. But this is back in the day. But people say you can't get off nobody. I only did that to say you can't get off a high drafted quarterback. You can do
No,
it.
you're right. And here, so what if? Let's go a little what if. What if our coach learned out there in Seattle, and when they remember they brought in Matt Flynn, and then they said he ain't hit, and they
Well,
took Russell, and Russell was a
but
late round pick, and they went on. I'm just saying
you're
he's
talking
they
about
did it
Pete
then.
Carroll. You're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about Pete Carroll and that GM that was out there at that time. My
correct.
buddy's not Pete Carroll, and Dan Morgan is not the GM that was out there, bro. You got
No, but
Tepper in the way, Wiley. That's what it boils down to, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you're right. Unfortunately, you're right. But I'm trying to have some hope for the season. That's all. Just some hope.
What the fuck
JP
you gonna do
say
at home?
JP say John Fox admitted to not even scouting Clausen. Blind pick. What the fuck?
God damn. That's what helped got his ass right up out the door too. Because
What
Ron
the
Rivera took over
fuck?
that next season, and they was asking him about is he was gonna stick with Jimmy Clausen or was he gonna go in the draft and get a quarterback? That fucker said, "Oh, you go get your quarterback. we put the best football player out there." That's the number one thing
Look,
Ron Rivera used to always say.
they still blind picking around this motherfucker.
That's why your franchise ain't win in, in 28 years. You had 8 losing seasons, 8 winning seasons.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's why right there.
yeah. That's true.
That hope
That's
shit
very
while they
true.
talking about don't exist here.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to do a show on that, y'all. We're gonna do a show on some history shit, maybe. Maybe Friday. We might go back on some history shit. But look, y'all, after dark,
Mm-mm.
I'm announcing right now, after dark will be pushed up. Probably we'll do a day show tomorrow. We'll do a day show tomorrow, so it won't be after dark because it's a game. So we're gonna do some game commentary too, Q, or
Game Day
we'll do a
Live,
day show.
cuz.
Okay, yeah.
Game Day
We'll
Live.
we'll figure it out. Your boys will be here tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Hey, Andrew, give me give me some of the voice of reason, Andrew. Give me something. Tell me something.
Well, I guess I'm excited that football's getting ready to start. I think as we all are. I wouldn't expect too much, but this is we're gonna have to make some big decisions on how we move this team forward after the first 5 or 6 games. We can't We can't turn around, or at least the Panthers can't turn around and give the fans another 2-15 season and just wait for this guy to come around and be what they thought he was going to be. It's time to, wake up and smell the roses, man. He's either the guy or he's not the guy. This is the year that has to be determined. That's my say.
I'm with you on that. Won't be no third year. Can't be no third year. Pop, what's going on, Pop? Give me something, Pop. Take me on out.
Man, I wish I did have something special to say, man. But after this talk, man, y'all just keep pounding.
Don't cry. Don't you cry.
Damn, Papa laugh.
Yeah, he gonna cry later. Hey, Wiley, Panthers, Germany.
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
something.
Man, it is real that we're gonna have a troubling season this year, but hopefully we get an opportunity to evaluate some players so we can have a brighter future. But right now, as we're looking at it, I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Wow. And that's Wiley. Wow. Q, tell me something.
Yes, sir. Game day tomorrow. Expectations should be, let's see what we got. To anybody who's watching this video and you haven't decided to like the video yet, please do so. We aren't this normal, we aren't this negative on a daily basis. We just like to keep it real from here and there. It's not for show and tell. If you're weak at the heart, there's no need to subscribe and come in because, like I said, we're gonna keep it real. Unfortunately, you wanted to see a little bit of hope tomorrow. Well, guess what? Ain't happening. So temper your expectations, man. All I'm gonna say is it only can go up from here.
Okay. Well, guys, I tell you what. We already ran it down. The guys gave me the agenda. Hey, I'm good with it. Like I said, we're doing a history lesson. I'm waiting on a history lesson because, hey, it is what it is. Man, we out here.
Appreciate it, Mr. Davis. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on. You don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you were not touching the friends. Ay, you were not touching the can. Ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is. Ay,